Alright, looks like the game's brought me straight back in, so I can control my character immediately.
What's this sound?
There we are.
A fan.
Good. Now, what's in front of the fan?
I don't know.
Cassie, sounds are how we see. Listen. Tap your cane.
So spacebar is to tap the cane, so it looks like we won't have a jump button. As this is a story-driven game, I'll try not to speak when the characters are.
It's a coffee mug.
Right. Excellent. Though you are without sight, it does not mean you cannot see.
And most importantly, you learn to trust yourself. Even if that means hopping on the first flight to Boston to find the mansion from your nightmares. I don't know why I've been having these dreams for months now, and I certainly don't know what's waiting for me at Echo Bluff. But I do know I can't take much more of the torment. So I'm trusting myself to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, fuck me, this game's loud. Let me just change that audio. Gonna alter down that cane volume. So there's no jumping in this game, so when I press spacebar, I just slam my cane. The fact that this game is set in Boston is a little bit Stephen King. I know a lot of his stories are set in either Maine or Boston, same as H.P. Lovecraft.
Hello?
Majority of
Cassie, I'm on my way. Just stay put.
Listen, I need to do this.
Hang on the caffeine for a few hours. I'll be there soon.
I'm at the door.
Wait, don't hang up.
Well, that was really cheeky of her, just don't hang up, and she's like, nope. So, as I was saying, if you've ever read the H.P. Lovecraft stories, practically all of them are set in either Boston or places like Maine.
Hello? I know nobody's there, but I'm just doing my due diligence.
Well, that was pointless. I know nobody's there, but let me just chat out to you anyway. Turn down my game volume, because bloody hell, this game is loud. The options for this game are very unusual. It gives you the choice to change the cane volume, but not the volume of the rest of the game. Quite bizarre. I was quite disappointed when I read the Metacritic scores for this title. I was hoping for a lot better because there's quite a strong development team associated with this. Like, they worked on things like BioShock and that sort of stuff, and it got something like a 55 when it ended up coming out. So the door's glowing, so I have to enter this way. I need to find a key. And I can... oh my gosh. It's probably a good thing I can't jump next. I'm about to leave the game world itself. You know what? I'm going to have to change the audio for that cane because it's going to be so annoying. There we are. I'll put it down to a whisper and may just get rid of it entirely if I get any comments saying to turn it off. Bloody hell. Well, all you are doing so far is just tapping the spacebar every few seconds. I don't seem to be able to run. And if I press...
messages, phone.
Oh wow, so the game doesn't tell me this, but if I press tab, I'll get to activate my little phone.
Messages. Michael, unknown. Hey, Michael. Hey there, Cass. I just got word you're heading to Massachusetts. That's quite the trip. Me, hey Miller. Yep.
See, that's weird. Oops.
Evan, Cassie.
So, playing about with the controls a little bit then. Now, I couldn't go through the other door, can I go through this one?
Hello?
I wonder what the rules are for things
Probably should have worked out a plan if someone's,
here in green.
here.
Oh, God, it made me jump. So it's chapter 1, the rope. these controls are quite unusual.
Moving out?
Spacebar
Or
for
moving
sight,
in?
control to see
Nobody's
objective.
supposed to be here.
Now let's see. Oh, there's some very beautiful staircases up above. These graphics are quite unusual. I do wonder how the game actually looks. Like, is the game world reflective of all these colours, or did they put like some crazy filter on it? What was that right about Stephen King? Well, Stephen King says that The Colour Out of Space by Lovecraft is his all-time favourite story.
Cassie.
And Lovecraft
here
made
for
that
a
story
reason.
because he really hated
In
how
my
aliens
dreams,
were literally
I
just
always
blue
see
humans.
a ticket, an apple, and an axe. Maybe start there?
There's pizza here. Oh my gosh, so the game world's gone red.
Hate fire.
So, this has got to be the most functional superhuman blind girl on the planet. She can actually read what this book is called just by looking at it.
Dearest Richard, happy anniversary, my love. What a perfect way to begin our 10th year together. New house, new baby on the way. I know this fresh start is the perfect way to complete our family. Felicia.
Look. It's super
What
awkward
was
trying to
that?
control that
A
card.
memory?
I'm not alone. Oh shit, someone's here. Is her last name Murdoch? I do not know. I forgot what her name was. Felicia,
Michael.
I think. Someone was in this room a second ago, but he walked out. So here's a question: how can this girl read? Like, I can understand that she can notice it's a can if she like feels around it, but how can she like read all the writing? Actually, I wonder. These cans. I wonder if you can actually read a branding. Okay, I'm guessing maybe it's assumed that she can just feel, and like it assumes that she's like just feeling around a bit. The sporadic vision fading makes it scary. Well, what it is, I have to press the space bar every single time you see this little like it looks like a puff of air in front of you. I do that manually. It's represented as the character tapping her cane. So landmarks and memories appear in green. That's unusual because my character appears in
that?
green. So am I a landmark? Was it Sixth Sense? Okay, so I hold control and it turns into dead space where the game just tells you where you need to go. It appears to be some sort of... It's a bed. It's a bed in the distance. Okay.
Hello?
So if this game is anything like Amnesia, we're only going to see and hear monsters,
Hello?
but we won't actually be in any danger until like the 40-minute point. And as soon as that happens, all bets are off and every single monster becomes a deadly threat. Oh, I'm being attacked. Is it a sixth sense or a fifth sense? Well, I thought that was really weird because according to Stephen Fry, we have many more senses, like what
Now,
about
Cassie,
balance?
That music box belongs to St. Joseph's, not to Cassie Thornton. Put it back.
But I need the music box to help me fall asleep. It's a new house. I'm scared to go.
Now, I can't actually look up and down, I can only go left and right.
I love this song.
There's a woman tapping her foot in front of me. Looks a bit like a statue.
Okay. Fine. I'll leave it for the next girl.
Oh gosh, so there were other girls in the orphanage next to me. And that was a place called St. Joseph's.
Wish I'd left that one buried in the backyard. What brought that back?
do you mean, what brought that back? Somebody attacks you, you have some flashback to 20 years ago, and your only thought is, what brought that back? Not, who the hell has just attacked me? Oh,
There it is, the rope.
The rope? What do you mean, the rope?
I don't understand. This is the rope. The same damn rope from my dreams. What the hell does it mean? Damn. Guess I still have some digging around to do.
Wish I'd left that one buried in the backyard.
Oh shit, that was creepy. That was that voice, the way that voice spoke, it was like a girl and a man together.
What the pregnancy manuals don't prepare you for is that first kick. It feels like you swallowed a big fat goldfish and it's flopping around in your stomach. Maybe we'll name her Goldie.
Now, these controls are weird when you control this book. Left, this is me going left. This is me going right. You would have thought it'd be the other way around. It's like inverted controls. Oh, sorry. So, I can't read what this book is on the front cover, but I could read the card. So, I'm guessing the logic behind that is a lot of cards do actually have it's almost like it's like a glue on the front of it. Or I'm trying to explain it. Like, you know, you can actually feel it. So, I'm guessing it is just assumed that the good Lady Cassie can just feel things around her. And that's how it's determined if you can see specific details or not. Now, before with that girl man saying about with the guy called the Presence saying he should have left it there. It reminds me very much of it was a Australian horror movie called The Babadook, and it sounds very much like that monster when it talks to you.
Gloucester's an interesting town. Salty. Not unfriendly, mind you, but rough around the edges, wary of outsiders. There's a sort of paranoia in the air, a collective nervousness all the folks share. They're a jittery sort that could use a downer here or there. I wonder if it's due to the town's fishing village nature, a sort of impermanence that comes with working in the sea. An odd place, but not entirely unpleasant, just charged. That or they didn't like this house's previous owners.
The Babadook became a lesbian ghost. What? Seriously? How? I've watched all of that movie and I never thought that, but can you explain that, Fish? And I don't understand how that became such an icon. Because I did like the Babadook. In fact, I own a physical copy of the pop-up book. I was one of the people that was able to get it. I got it a few months ago, and it's beautiful. It's superbly detailed. Netflix categorized it. Oh, okay. That was probably why I never heard of it. Because I didn't watch it on Netflix. I just got the DVD. What do you mean, actual ghosts? That was a bit of a random thought. There's the fireplace. Right, this is a different fireplace.
It was the tree in my dreams and I just forgot.
Should have known something like that was going to happen.
What the hell?
Close that door.
Who's here?
I can hear like a gurgly noise. There's someone choking beyond this door, and I don't really want to find out who it is. But let's do it anyway. Now, here's a question. Considering I'm blind, but I'm also Daredevil, can I see ghosts or not? Or do I just hear the sound they make? It's gurgling or it's water. Oh, there it is. So I can see ghosts. Whilst betting she killed her parents as a child. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Honey, can you grab the pills you prescribed me for morning sickness? I left my purse in the car.
Yeah, sure. I'll grab him. Jesus.
So if she killed her parents with like as a child, like did she do it with the cane that she's using as some sort of like twisted memento? Like how in Yakuza, Majima's weapon of choice is the knife the gangsters used to take out his eye. Oh, we're outside now. I can. Oh my gosh! I can sprint, but the game isn't telling me. It just. Oh, no, it is. Just to ask, what's the frame rate like on the stream? Is it jittery at all, or is it smooth as Egyptian whiskey? No. Is that an owl? It is an owl. It's hooting at me. Ooh, nice car. Where do I need to go? The car. Oh, it's pretty smooth. Okay, cool, thanks. Scan with Delphi. What? What the hell is Delphi? Oh, it's your phone.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
Patient, Briar, Felicia. 20 milligrams fluoxetine, tabs. Instructions, take twice daily with water. Dr. Richard Briar.
What kind of doctor prescribes to his own wife?
Richard makes fun of me for it, but I hate the dirt here. There are no worms, for goodness sake. Oh, no wonder my little seedlings aren't taking root. Tomorrow I'll head down to a bait shop and see if some night crawlers do the trick.
So, at the moment, there's been practically zero subtlety. It's just jump scare simulator. It's like playing Five Nights at Freddy's all over again. Ooh.
New text message from Serge.
Hey, about to board. What's up? Not angry, just concerned.
Look, I need answers. I just got here and this shit's messed up. I'm onto something. And I'm starting to think I'm having these nightmares for a reason.
Message sent.
Alright, what's for Mildai Baby, or however you pronounce that?
This place feels different.
That's what I need to. Why is this buzzing?
We have no real neighbors, so the only folks we've met have been at local markets. Brief interactions. Felicia and I aren't bar-hopping types, so for the most part, we're alone up here. I don't mind the solitude myself. In fact, I thrive when it's just me and my thoughts. But
I'll be out in a bit. Just leave it on the bar, honey.
Get out more.
Thank you.
And make sure she doesn't mention our address.
When I first heard one of those audio messages, I stayed by it because I thought it would be like other games where if you move away it gets quieter. And considering this game is purely about sound, considering the blind antagonist, I thought it would be a given. But it's not the case. As soon as you hear it, the sound basically follows you, so you don't have to stay by it and listen to it.
Each one is absolute crap. Ooh. I've got a stack of JAMA journals up to my chin, and every issue is stuffed with
ghost errands,
pompous pseudo-intellectual prattle about the dangers of the medical model and the anti-pharmaceutical movement. Do no harm, my ass. One of my colleagues going to get back to what matters, the patient. Not commentary on the state of Benny's. This drivel serves no one.
I've got an option to hide.
She's so perfect. It's almost like she's hard to look at. My eyes can't focus. I should probably tell Richard. I don't want to tell Richard.
No. Where was it? There we are, sorry about that. So, I'm sure that I had an option to hide just a moment ago.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
Nancy Chang's Chinese cuisine.
What was that? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure what year this game is set in, but considering we have constant flashbacks and the house is deserted. Oh god, the house is listening. Wait a minute, who said that though? I had subtitles, but there was no word. And is it me or are these stairs breathing? Too much noise attracts enemies. Oh dear. I'm sure. Oh, there's a hiding spot. So if I'm in danger, it kind of oh, hands too. It kind of removes the tension of horror where you are given a place to hide before you see the enemy, because then you know that the area you're in definitely has a threat. Otherwise, the developers wouldn't put it there unless they've been subtle with a red herring. The game tells me too much noise will attract the monsters, even though my protagonist should have no way of knowing this. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be the rest of the stream. It's just going to be me roaming around in the pitch fucking black. Because if I spam spacebar, yep, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, should not have done that. Spoopy. If I press spacebar too much, I'll get game over. Oh no, this is bad. My vision's gone red. I don't know the rules of the ghosts, like can they go through walls or not, because if they can, me hiding behind the wall is basically a death sentence. I need to run, like now. Hide. Cool, go grab a coffee. I'll see you in about 1 hour when I get the courage to finally leave the basket. There we are. I'll wait a sec to see if the screen stops being red, to see if it's like some sort of alert system. It is an alert system. Right, we can leave. Seriously, I can't believe this woman's blind. She's got the greatest sight of all time. She can see everything. I mean, she sees into the future. She knows the rules of the ghosts before she even encounters them. No. The objective is somewhere downstairs, but oh dear, I can hear him. Even though I can hear him, I can't see him, like the source of him.
To speech.
Rich. I'm hoping the package the staff and I sent you made
Oh,
it.
hello, James.
We know coloring books and crayons are advanced for your child, but we thought it's something Felicia could bond with your baby over once he or she is born, of course. So you can continue your hobby. We enclosed the latest published star chart. I figure the light pollution out there is exponentially smaller than here. Sally jokingly suggested to include some chakra stones for Felicia just to piss you off, but we all remembered how your face would turn red with frustration because of your hippie wife's beliefs. I also hope your new practice is
the audio is
doing well.
unusual as well, and it can get quite well, weird, I should say, considering you can hear the protagonist, people talking to the protagonist, like audio messages, and then there's me speaking over the bloody things. No, do not scan with Delphi. I can sprint, but I sort of don't want to, because he's near. Yeah. For those of you that have just came, the reason the game looks like this is because my character's blind, and when I press the spacebar, I make a little, oh dear, I attract noise, and I can hear the location of the sounds. If I press spacebar, I'm basically just gonna die, so I want to roam in the darkness for a sec.
Rebuilding a practice is a daunting task, especially when you consider our remote location.
So tapping with the cane attracts enemies, but this audio message playing is perfectly acceptable.
Reach out over the phone before, so why not embrace that? I'm sorry.
Oh! Or maybe I was completely wrong and I just attached the mod to doing that. Oh, fucking jump scares. Oh, so at least the game respawns you quite fast.
What the hell does a rope, a ticket, and a goddamn apple have to do with anything? Why that? Why those items?
Now let's try it again. You shat yourself. Oh my gosh, you're not the only one.
Let's see here. Dose 1, 50 milligrams.
Let's do something really annoying and play both messages at once. Oh, it doesn't work.
The imipramine has caused vomiting and patient's hysteria has returned. Moving forward with a combination of monoamine oxidase inhibitors and tricyclic antidepressants.
What would Dr. Breyer use for a code?
How does my character know that this cabinet is important to the quest? I only know because if you hold control, the game blatantly tells you. I don't know what the combination is, so let's go find out. Oh! The instant I press shift to sprint, the ghost just went for me. Oh. Why are they still paying their like gas bills and stuff Wait, I've just wondered that. There's recordings that are all functional even though this place is abandoned. Who's paying the electricity bill? Alternatively, who is their provider, because they're getting a super good deal.
I suddenly don't feel so good.
Right. You get attacked by ghosts and now you don't feel good.
Okay. And doesn't seem to understand her surroundings.
I need to go upstairs.
This, I think, may be for the best. I will monitor this situation closely before making any more hasty decisions after last time.
He's here.
Still, she needs her medicine and she leaves her pills on a tray each night. She doesn't understand that she needs to get well for
I need to go even further upstairs. It's
I must take matters into my own hands for both their
very
sakes.
difficult to say, I say, playing as a blind protagonist.
Matters into my own hands? That's not alpha male or anything.
It's a teddy bear.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
Oh, how do I?
The only star I can really seem to hone in on is IC 2118. A fave, to be sure, but the stars are just wrong here. The worst part is that Felicia agrees.
I should try 2118 for that key code.
2118, can someone please remember that number, because I'll forget in about 8 seconds. That's it. Why is this crib a landmark if I can't interact with it? There's no way I can touch it. Oh well, let's go back. This is cool where if you press space on certain objects like the wall or the little what's it called, like the little like railing here, it makes a different noise. So if you tap the cane on metal, you get a metal beat, and then you attract the ghost. Code bros, thank you both. Now, considering there's been a lot of jump scares in this game, in my experience, backtracking means jump scares because you're forced to repeat a path. Oh, almost right. Right, I want to go down that path, but instead, let's just activate the cabinet again. Wait a minute, it's not. That's not the. Oh no. Close the door. When the creature last killed me, he just appeared straight in front of my face, like the many dime a dozen horror games on Steam.
But I wonder if that
So I
star
wonder
the
if you can
good
ever see
doctor
him.
was referring to might be it. What was it again?
Wait. I want to press space so I can actually see where I am, but as soon as I do, I die. Okay, it's calmed down now.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
Dear Richard Breyer, you must immediately alert any current patients and
Sorry,
cease
creaky
administering
chair.
therapy or prescriptions as of today. Any attempt to continue practicing will be considered fraud and subject to prosecution in court. Sincerely, Roger Bradley,
Digital.
American Psychiatric Institute.
She does talk over herself quite a bit. So at the start of this game, you have two options. You can either have her chatty, or you can play Silent Night, where she only talks when the plot tells her it's important to say something. I have her on chatty, much to the detriment of all of us, because the game says that's what it recommends.
Why can't I go in anymore? I know.
That's what you said.
My fingers fumble keys and sometimes I'm a little slower than before, but you can't keep me prisoner in this house, in this body. I don't want any more pills.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay, we can turn it on and off. So this doesn't attract the monster. Oh, well, we'll leave it on. Oh, paintbrush.
Don't know where it's coming from, but sometimes I see this thing. Don't know why, but I just have to paint it. Even if it's just to get it out of my periphery.
I've noticed there's all this butterfly imagery everywhere. It reminds me a bit of what was the game called with the Wendigo? Was it The Long Dark or Until Dawn? It was Until Dawn, where they had like their butterfly effect, where one choice affects the future in drastic ways, such as if you kill a squirrel and then nature turns against you.
Delphi. Text to speech.
1. Some kind of woman.
Somehow connected to the tree. 2. Other people, seemingly unrelated. A 1940s housewife. Could this be Betty? Some man with a mustache? 3. That song. 4. The noises. 5. Misaligned chakras?
Was she having visions too?
Unfortunately, whenever you look at those Alfie
Everything's
pages,
fine now.
you can't actually leave it
I'm
and watch the
fine.
recordings.
Sandy's fine. Won't you come back and sleep with us, Richard? Daddy.
Actually, yeah, it might be moths. They just appeared again. It's that moth to the flame. So I'm guessing I am the moth to the flame, considering I'm abandoning this house which has been deserted for the last 100 years, even though all of their electricity is perfectly fine and they're still paying their gas.
Paintings today. While I did in fact encourage her to take up this new hobby after seeing this piece, well, it sickened me. Made me question my own advice. April's technique they gave me. Patient is once again sedated and resting. Part of me wonders if the strange sounds around this house aren't just signs of age. I'm frightened of this place and of my own wife.
What the fuck sort of like 1980s horror music is this?
In reality, I'm cowering.
Okay, now we've got like a funky Mario song. Seriously, who is paying the electricity of this place? We've got functional arcade machines. Not that we can play them, of course, because we're blind. Oh my god, it's talking. I won't go to the objective yet, let's just find out what this is. Oh, for God's sake, it's in the recording.
This method works best with patients that are, how should I say, more loquacious than others. Frank was never the chattiest patient I'd ever had, but the remote sessions are not quite working for us. I'll be calling one of my colleagues shortly to see if he can accommodate Frank into his patient load.
Blind speed runs are a thing. I really hope that was not a pun, because that is so bad if it was.
It appears this method works best with patients that are, how should I say, more loquacious than others.
Oh yeah.
Frank was never the chattiest patient I'd ever had, but the remote sessions are not quite working for us. I'll be calling one of my colleagues shortly to see if he can accommodate Frank.
Oh my god, the objective's ages away. What was that Stranger Things? But how so? I did quite like that TV show, though I mainly just like it because it mentions Dungeons and Dragons every 15 minutes. By accident. An accidental pun about how I'm blind, yet my vision is superb. I'm totally not going to the right place, am I? I'm going the literal opposite direction where I need to go. The 80s aesthetics. I do wonder when this is set. Oh, I can run now. Right. Oh, I've got to be careful. I deliberately just spammed the spacebar to see if I could attract a monster, because even though I can hear him, he's not like giving me any grief for the past few minutes. And so I'm deliberately not running so I don't trigger him. Too late. I'm just going to stand still for a moment and hope he goes away. Okay, screen's gone blue, so we can finally proceed at last. It's quite unusual how the game just blatantly tells you when it's safe or not. Right, let's mosey on. I'm completely lost, by the way. I'm actually heading in the opposite direction of where the objective tells me I need to go. I'm just hoping it shoehorns me to the objective via the absolutely beautiful use of locking doors only when I'm not allowed to go there. Oh my god, is that a snooker table? It is. Now, the game says I should be going upstairs, so let's do so. Oh! Oh my god, that stag. At least I think it was a stag, that really hurt. Seriously, I'm jumping far too much. It's like, what, every 10 minutes maybe? I'm getting a jump scare. There's a frog on the floor. It's like some sort of hypnotoad.
It's from my favorite book growing up, The Princess and the Frog. My mom said she always caught me by old stinky ponds and wetlands looking for my future husband. But it wasn't about boys. I fell in love with nature and the sort of spirits that bind us. If a gem or an herb could facilitate a divine connection, why couldn't an animal have a beautiful soul?
If I keep pressing the F key, it constantly repeats that really annoying noise. What's that? The Oracle theming. Well, yeah, well, the name of your phone is Delphi, so yeah, the Oracle of Delphi, who appeared in... It was a William Shakespeare's play. I forget what it was called. Oh, Winter's Tale. Yeah, the Oracle appears in Winter's Tale, I remember that. Winter's Tale was a very strange story. I've led to the death of your family, now marry this guy you do not know. Happily ever after, everyone. Apart from the people that have all died, of course. Cassius Cassandra. Oh yeah, you're right. Who's Felicia then? And I've just grabbed a toy and I do not know why. I hope it's not a case of me grabbing an objective item before actually acquiring the objective. I remember Yahtzee Croshaw of Zero Punctuation fame said it's a very bad case of game design if you ever find a key before the door. Because otherwise, why not just have it unlocked to begin with? Oh. Something just appeared in front of me. I'm gonna have to watch that back on the stream to see if I yeah, it was. I don't know. Some sort of like flower or plant. Now there's all sort of like rocks and dirt everywhere. I'm still curious to know why we're even in this house exploring these specific places. Such as this crystal, like, how does our character know that this crystal is in this room and that it's important to the plot?
First the sagebrushes, now this. How does malachite crack? It's supposed to protect me and the baby. How does a gem inside a silver setting just shatter like that?
Oh no, oh no. Oh, it's the Babadook. He's back. And he's out for vengeance. I can hide. Right, why am I hiding? I don't need to. The game tells you when you're in danger because the screen goes red. There's a doll here. Any jump scares? No.
Have you come to play?
Oh my god, that's creepy. No, we're leaving.
No.
Even Cassie says, oh hell no. Nice, the developers are aware of it, of themselves. Yeah, look, Malachite, what orc armor is made out of? I can't remember. I remember in the Elder Scrolls they have things like ebony and glass armor, but I don't know what the glass armor is made out of. I do remember it's green though, and Malachite's often associated with green, isn't it? It's also the very first level gem in World of Warcraft. Is that Steven Universe who has too many arms? I'm unfamiliar with Steven Universe. How many arms is too many?
I know how to raise my baby. Give me the goddamn key to the playroom. Where is it? I don't need the pills anymore, and I don't need you watching my every move. Can't you tell? I haven't taken them in days.
Yeah, the doll comment was very relatable. I myself was like, this is bad. Oh no, I'm pressing the spacebar too much apparently. Like 10 arms. Okay, that is a bit much. Like, I thought Guru was more. Oh, hello DS attacker. If you've not played this, if you've not ever heard of this game before, it's called Perception. A very unusual horror game. Well, I say unusual in the sense that the graphics are weird. Other than that, it's basically just insane amounts of jump scares. Nice use of sounds though, even though they do repeat themselves a bit often. I've heard. What's that? HD renovation is worse than the original. The renovation of what? Are you on about Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion? Okay, so if you press control, the game activates what it calls Sixth Sense with where you need to go, and if there's no objectives it just says explore to find out where you need to go, which is a little bit odd.
Keeping these, because at some point, we're gonna need to talk about this.
I don't understand. Is it Richard doing this? Or the house?
Okay, I'm safe now.
I don't know how he's doing it.
Okay, the instant I say I'm safe, I hear
I don't
some
know how
very
he's
horrible
doing
monster
it.
noise.
I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how.
I don't know what this ground's made of, but it's very weird. It's like a marble or something. It's like almost flickering. It's almost like a little bell jingle. The game is telling me that I no longer know where I need to go, so let's just explore around the room and see if there's any items I can interact with to activate the past. No, not the pills. I've heard of Roblox, but I don't actually know what it is. What is Roblox? I've seen it mentioned on YouTube quite a lot in recent, in like the past few weeks, but I've not actually checked out to find out what it is myself. Okay, I'm locked in, so I can't leave. There's been quite a bad problem concerning Unity horror games. If you follow the YouTube Jim Sterling, he basically does videos on it every single week. So do people like Mr. Craven, where you can see massive amounts of games that are using the very same assets and releasing it as entirely different games.
I've taken none of his prescriptions. I still see it. I still see it.
Nope. That little moth explosion happens every single time, but I think I have jumped in every
think
single
too.
one of them. Okay, so beyond this wall is a tree. Let's see if we can leave the room at last. Is it me or has the environment just changed? I don't remember this wall being here just a second ago. There's a hiding spot. Wait, how is this a hiding spot? There's massive holes in this space. Seriously, it would be safer just to hide under the table or hide, well, behind here in fact. Yeah, this game's messing with me. This environment has changed.
Betty, why am I still seeing it?
What the hell is all this? I'm looking at all this like paper.
Hello?
Ooh.
Where are you?
Hey, Serge. What's up?
Where are you?
Okay. I'm in a weird... I don't know, I guess it was a nursery. There's bubble wrap everywhere. Wait a sec. Shouldn't you be at 30,000 feet right now? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I was wondering what that weird cracking noise was. It's bubble wrap. It's bubble wrap everywhere.
Hello? Whoever you are, I'm not afraid of you.
I'm afraid
You
of
hear
her.
me? You can't scare me.
Fuck me, you can scare me though. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Get a hold of yourself, Cassie.
What do you mean get a hold of yourself? This shit. Find a place to hide. Where? Dude, there's fucking bubble wrap everywhere. Can I hide under the cot now? I can hide by... I can become a butterfly. Reese, before you said about the moth in the flame imagery was strong, now I am literally in a cocoon.
I'm not afraid of you. You hear me? You can't scare me.
Gosh. Okay, the screen's going yellow, so I should be safe to leave now.
I think the coast is clear.
Now, with Layers of Fear, I did play Layers of Fear, but well, I did a Let's Play of it, in fact, but I never played the DLC. But I do own a copy of it, because I follow Humble Bundle, and so I've got a spare copy of it, which I've never accepted. And this bubble wrap noise is super annoying just walking on it. Now, where do I need to go? There we are. Oh, there's an owl there. And he's disappeared again, that's a shame.
The baby is cold. I have to warm her. Cold babies need to be warmed.
Oh my god, no, this is too scary. What's that?
No, not fire, not here.
What do you mean not fire, not here? Good that there's fire here.
No, not the baby. Gotta move fast.
Can I die if I get hit by it? No, I'm immortal to the ghost
Need a
fire.
fire extinguisher.
I want to sprint, but I sort of can't because if I do, Mr. Babadook is going to come and smash me. Is that, a survival horror where monsters are horses. I'm thinking, but I've never actually heard of a... I don't think there are many games where horses are like main antagonists or villains. They're mainly just like there, like they just exist as like little side characters, such as the most wonderful girl in the entire Witcher series, Roach the horse, who will never betray you or let you down, unlike that cheating bitch Jennifer. Out. Oh, phone's vibrating.
Stop fucking with me.
When have I ever fucked around with you?
Serge, it's actually you.
In the flesh. It sounds like you can use a hand.
I have literal fire to put out.
Wait a minute, don't hang up.
I'll call you back.
She has the worst manners on the phone. Like, you don't say things like, I am under attack, will you please come and get me the hell out of here? You say, I have a literal fire, even though it's not literal, it's a ghost cast. In the context of the story, I can understand, because by helping the ghosts, you're probably hoping that you can, like, maybe like put them to rest, maybe, so they aren't haunting this abandoned orphanage. Now, how do I activate you? Oh, I hold left. Oh my god! So if I press left click and then let go, this happens. Okay, but let's do it for real. Hey, the fire's gone. Cool. And the house is completely burnt down anyway. Nice. Oh no, Mr. Ghost Friend is here. It's gotta stay still. Incoming game over, by the way. Yep, there you are. Leave now. I just saw something following me. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm gonna wait to see if he's there. I can hear him moving. There's some sort of like squidging noise every few seconds. Oh, now we need to examine the crib. Again, how does my character know all of this? Like, the crib's not even here, by the way. It's not here. Only when I activate my sixth sense do I know.
Patient showing signs of progress. She is accepting the switch to bottle feeding and is no longer... Wait a moment. What's that? I must be hearing things. I need more sleep. Hello? What's that? Who's there?
This is how it ends? Fucking house! It made Felicia burn her family alive? Why is it tormenting these poor people? I thought I was supposed to fix it. To stop it. What am I even doing here? I don't understand! I shouldn't be here. This is all wrong. I gotta get out now.
I shouldn't be here after 1 hour of being attacked by monsters that will actually kill you. You know, not before, of course. Not when you actually could escape, even though we're only ever going deeper into the house, or rather the orphanage. It's all crystals on the floor. This game better actually answer who the hell's paying all these bills. I mean, I wonder if the house really is like proper lit up, but you know, we can't tell because we're blind. You ship with Cassie, the protagonist from Anna. What is Anna? Oh, I remember. Anna was that that really pooey horror game on Steam, wasn't it? The really buggy one with all the jump scares.
No! What do you want from me? Help!
Oh, but you can crawl over this. Seriously, if space was a jump button, you could easily get past that.
Not without the pills. I'm ready to join you now. There's no one left for me. Anything. I need to move on, but I'm afraid. Please show yourself. Your sister in suffering. Felicia.
Anna wants to kill us with epileptic fits. The
This
game
doesn't sound good.
which to me had the most. Oh no,
Shit.
it's the Babadook.
The rope. I need to head back there stat.
What? Why the rope and why now? I'm starting to understand why this game has a 50 on Metacritic, because if it's got high scores anywhere, it certainly isn't for its storytelling. The character, with its with her powers of sixth sense, well, which is what they literally call it in the game, tells us what the objectives are purely because she knows. Oh, that voice
Hang
is
on,
creepy
Felicia. I'm coming.
The scariest part of this game is got to be the voice of Mr. Presence. Now, as I was saying, the game with the most epileptic fits I've ever seen. Well, not fits, I mean with the most. The game that will probably kill you if you play it has got to be FNAF World. I don't know what Scott Cawthorne, the Five Nights at Freddy developer, was playing at when he decided to make the game set in the middle of a fucking rave.
I'm off to visit with a girlfriend.
So Felicia wants to hang herself, but that's not a logical thought in this case because there's ghosts everywhere. If you die in the house, surely you become haunted.
It wasn't your fault. None of this was your fault. Why are you doing this? What the hell is the point of any of this?
Screen's gone black. I've lost control of my character.
Where am I?
Oh.
A tree. Why?
That's weird. That's very strange. According to my Steam broadcast is on. That's very unusual. Yeah, that's not right. We'll just have a look real quick. No. Strange. Oh well. There's something here. So the evil ghost tree wants to show us it's a locket.
Down in the marketplace, I spied a spry old man handing her this locket. It was inscribed, "Thy healing fingers hath my eternal gratitude." Imagine my shock when he turned and I saw it was Erwin, the town cripple, and there was no Kane in sight.
That woman's accent, what is that? Is that
Who was she talking?
Irish, Welsh or Scottish? Even though I'm British, I always get confused between them all. Again, I've lost control of my character. This is the game telling us we've got loading screens. What the hell? Where am I? The poor imitation of Irish, thank you.
This place feels different. It's the same house, but no, that's not possible.
What do you mean that's not
Hello?
possible? You're getting phone calls every 5 minutes.
You need me on this, please.
Here we go again.
Don't tell him about the ghost, by the way.
Need.
Needing someone isn't a weakness, Cassie.
Not for you.
Don't mention the
maybe.
ghosts.
Needing is primal.
Sure not
Once
to
you need
say anything
something,
relevant to the storyline.
You're not in control.
Yep, talk about philosophical
desperate.
needs of
I
desperation.
desperately need you to be safe right now, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Yep.
Damn it. What the hell? Sorry, babe. Signal sucks. We'll pick this up later.
Message sent.
No, I bet Serge, at the very end of the game, he's probably gonna think that she's like at the pub or something, because at no point has she told him about any of these dangers, other than saying that there is a fire, which is quite worrying to ring up your partner and say I have to put out a fire. Now. Even though the game is not letting me press control and it's saying explore for next goal, I can actually see the next goal down below. So it's very unusual that it's doing one thing but not the other.
What's going on with this place?
You chivalrous man, you.
Just an
Don't you
infinite
dare
ball.
spend your last nickel on another throw. Save your strength for writing poetry, Shakespeare. Now hand me the baseball. I'm winning you that teddy.
These controls are so shit. To throw, you hold shift, which is to sprint, and then you left click. You know, not something like the E key, which isn't used at all in this game.
And then his phone number.
I can examine the ball. I don't know why. There's no sort of like engravings or messages on the ball.
How to be nicer to him.
Oh, it's a
Jean?
It's a game.
Jean, rise and shine, soldier. Your Betty Bird's made your favorite, sausage and biscuits.
Baseballs were a thing in Shakespeare's time. Oh my gosh. Now, I've thrown the ball, I've knocked down every single bottle, and the game has not given me an achievement or anything. Strange. Even though the ball was highlighted, which made it seem as if it was vital to the storyline. Like this archway. And again, the game is not telling me that I should be going here with my sixth sense.
Breakfast?
Oh, candles. Who makes a line of candles? So 15 candles by a Statue of Liberty. Oh god, let me...
Oh god, what happened to him?
Jean. You've barely touched your plate, my love. Go on, have some more. Your body needs the vitality for action.
Can she see him?
Now, sweetheart, don't you fret. I'll find that gun lickety-split. No soldier worth his salt ought to carry those shoddy government-issued pistols. Plastic candles? Psh, give me checkered walnut any day.
Okay, I got this. Last time I just had to figure out what happened to Felicia. This time I need to find that gun. Easy.
Thank you, Perception, for opening the door for me. Otherwise I wouldn't have known where I had to go next.
Gotta find the source of that.
Well, that really freaked me out then. What was that? That was some sort of like alarm noise then.
Gun.
I had to take my headset off a moment. I was like, shit, there's some sort of alarm going on. Now, there's whatever the hell that is, some sort of desk or something. Oh well, okay.
Believe me, Principal Weathers, I'm very proud to have my name and time on the girls' track banner, but I hold the best time overall. You've said to be grateful with what I have, but what I have is the school record. I'd like to formally petition to have my name sewn on there.
Not gonna lie, you did the same. It was very unusual. This orphanage has got to be very old, considering it's haunted. And yet there's all arcade machines in this place. And radios which have power even though there's no plug sockets at all. I haven't seen a single plug socket in the house, and that begs the question, how are these getting power? Now, even though the objective is through that locked door, that is actually completely unhelpful. Oh, there's more locked doors. Right, let's go explore then. The presence is not here at all, so I can sprint at will. Oh, nice, and now we know we are going to get attacked eventually. I'm guessing as soon as we get the key.
I was always taught to love our country like a member of the family. She is the mother who nurtures you, the father who shows you right from wrong, and the brother who teaches you honor. They must have forgotten the little sister who pushes you toward greatness.
No, just see. I just pause the game and just see if there's any way to save the game. I think it may be autosave. Something here. It's a twig.
I'm a good Catholic girl, but these rotten sticks I keep finding are enough to take the Lord's name in vain. Every time I clean, I find them, or one of those little rag dolls. Gene says he never saw the likes of them his whole childhood here.
that's the second doll I've picked up. I'm not getting achievements for them, but my guess is that it's just a load of that it's just like a little side quest where you collect them all and you get a memory or some sort of achievement maybe. Now, because the game is telling me I have to go to a place beyond a locked door, I am completely lost. So I'm just going to have to in the words of Max Payne, feel around like a blind man in an orgy. Let's have a look. Oh, there's nothing here. The house is misogynist. Well, at the moment, the only threat is Mr. Babadook, so I don't know if there'll be any lady threats coming in. Although that woman didn't she kill her husband with considering he died at the dinner table? Because his head just planted flat into that soup. And I have a horrible feeling I'm going completely the wrong way. Because I'm ages away from the objective. This is a problem when the game gives me too much freedom. I end up just getting lost. Oh, the door's locked though. There's a noise beyond that door, some sort of little girl whispering. Now, considering he died at the table, does the house drive women mad? Yes, according to the Oracle of Delphi here, it does indeed seem to be driving the residents mad. So far, a lot of these characters have names, with the exception of the presence. And I don't know who he is meant to represent, because it can't be Cassie. Or at least it shouldn't be Cassie. Though, he does have a female voice with some sort of if you ever watched the TV show South Park, the guy Jimbo, the way he talks with the whole the machine. He sounds like a woman using that. Because it's overlaid over a female voice. I'm completely lost. Oh no. This is bad. Shit. But the objective says I have to go here. That door's locked. That door's locked. The answer cannot be up here. Or it mustn't be unless I've completely missed something. Oh, hello, Tropical. For those of you just tuned in, I'm just roaming around the pitch black because my character's completely lost. Oh shit, this is bad. If anyone has actually completed the game, can you tell me where the hell I'm supposed to go? I mean, bloody hell. Oh. There's something above me. Some sort of... Is that like a bed or a ladder? I'll open this door, and if it's locked... Oh, it's a window, sorry. Let's go explore it, see if there's anything of interest. There's so many locked doors in this game, you'd think you were playing Silent Hill.
I'm gonna need to get up in that attic. Guess I'll have to find something to pull that door down.
So, by holding control, the game says my next objective is through that locked door.
I'm certainly trying to keep
but the
busy
real
for
objective
you.
is
You should see how tidy my stitching has become. But I need more. I'm not the putter around type, you know. Come, let me show you what I've been studying.
What's that? You're so close to 50 subs. I went about, I think maybe like 14 months, just staying at around 20 subs until I jumped to 500 in the space of about a month or so. When when I did my Spooky's House of Jump Scare video. It was quite unusual how a single game just like skyrocketed how many subs and views I had. I think one of my videos has over 98% of all my views. It's quite strange, but such is the nature of YouTube. Now, I'm looking for like a stick. She says we need to find something in order to pull down the ladder, but she's equipped with a cane. Can't you use that? Or alternatively, like, get some of these boxes and then just like stack them on top of each other and open the ladder that way. Now, if I try and pull the door, it won't actually give me an option. I mean, it won't let me. Oh, there it is. The objective has now changed. I'm sort of glad that the game does sort of tell you where you need to go, because it's quite an open-ended environment, and because you your vision always goes if you don't press the space bar every few seconds.
Where am I?
I'm outside. Or at least I should be outside. Oh!
Mot de passe.
I'm sorry. English? Anglais? Real smooth, Cass. Maybe Delphi can help. Mot à passe.
Password.
I'm gonna guess it's password. Yeah, it's password.
Time to get Sherlocky, Cass.
Nice, we're gonna get Sherlocky.
Michael, unknown. Evan, Charles. Blocked ID. Yo,
Well, considering that we have access to the internet, because my character has been speaking to people and we can use the phone to discover translations of other languages. Can't we do that to find out more about the past of the house and to see if there was some sort of resistance movement? You know, find the Wikipedia page to see if there was like a password. I bet the password's going to be something quite pretentious to do with like the oracles of Delphi again. Now, I just need to have a look around to find out where exactly. What's that? Roaming data bills. Oh, there we are. I'm sure that wasn't highlighted a second ago, or was it?
Dearest Betty, when I was a child, the house unsettled me a bit too. It's always been a creaky, morose place with too many moths, but that's all. No voices had ever spoken to me, no visions ever assaulted my senses. The only ghosts I've encountered are out here overseas. But enough morbid talk. Your loving husband, Jean.
So is it saying your loving husband is basically a warning saying I am going to kill every man in my life?
For heaven's sake, where is that gun?
Yep. It's like, I love you, dear, now let me find the gun to shoot your brains out with. The objective's changed again. The door's locked. But it's quite flimsy the way you can still like open it a bit. Can't you just like bash it through?
Locked. Of course.
The Friendly Eyes app. Okay.
Connecting to a live community user.
Hey there, Cassie. Nice to meet you. I'm Nick. Just started using this app. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, happy to help. Just waiting for the image to come through. Okay, there it is. Looks like a lockbox. Oh yeah, there's a little latch on the side there. Kind of hard to notice. Once you flip that, it should open. I'll be in your contacts now, so hit me back whenever.
Okay.
Wait, what has just happened? We opened an app which instantly put us through to a human who told us what the lock was, and he did this immediately and answered within a second of activating the app. This has got to be the greatest customer service I have ever seen in any sort of medium. I mean, he didn't even ask to like rate him 5 stars or something for service quality. She didn't say thank you. And I was about to say there weren't even a flash considering the game is in the pitch black, but then you wouldn't see it anyway considering she's meant to be blind. We can hide under the bed. 5-year-old. Nice. Go. Mr. Babadook won't be here for a while though, so until then let's sprint around. So I can hide in most beds. There's a book here but I can't interact with it. And there's sound. Is it me or is every single radiator leaking light? Like, I own several radiators and I've never heard one audibly hiss to the point where I can actually hear it 20 foot away from me. Serious man, there's like live snakes in these things. It's a mirror. Friendly eyes, time for some excellent customer service.
Connecting to a live community user.
Hi! Again. Stuck cat sitting for friends, so I'll be here all day. Let's see, pictures coming in now.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Someone wrote the word Durham over and over on this mirror. Looks like it's written in lipstick. Weird. At least I hope that's lipstick. I need to get out more. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
So, from what I gather, the Friendly Eyes apps, as the name implies, is an app used for blind people. You take a picture of something and a guy will immediately answer and then tell you what it is and then leave immediately, even if you do not say a single word to them. Like, what if you're blind and you've got bad hearing? Are you just like shafted then? I've seen that now.
Let's see, Daddy.
Oh, no.
I hope your dear old friend can help a gal out. Come on, Corporal Roger Del Rey, I'm counting on you. Dear, your father well and am forever in debt to his many sacrifices in the name of freedom. He was a frank man, so you'll forgive me for being frank when I say that he'd roll over in his grave if he knew I'd put his sweet girl in the line of duty. What? Father would be proud of me. Back to the drawing board.
Go get him, Betty. That can't be good.
Oh, air raid siren. Oh no, we're gonna get flashbacks to the Second World War. Or alternatively, we are literally entering the Hell section of Silent Hill. The Friendly Eye user's nervous breakdown. It's very... Well, yeah, it's incredibly odd that you do not need to say anything to speak to the Friendly Eyes guy. That he will just immediately tell you what something is and not ask you questions. If I saw a mirror with lipstick which was placed there around 50 years ago, because this is abandoned, so that had to be very old, then I'd be asking, I'd be like, what's going on? Like, why are you in a place where someone has graffitied lipstick? Like, are you being bullied, for instance? Are people graffitiing your entire house? I can crouch.
I know this isn't real. It can't be. The house is warning me. It's telling me I need to be the one to save you from the enemy.
No, I can't see the wind. Oh my gosh.
Those bastards.
I can't see the wind at all, so I ask, am I outside or what? Because this looks like an outdoor environment. It's completely destroyed, of course. It looks like it's all crumbled.
Raft. Bastards. You don't belong over there. I do. When I find that gun, I am going over there. And there will be hell to pay!
Felicia was paranoid about her baby. Is the house making Betty paranoid about what's happening to Jean overseas?
Aha, the wasps. Boy, I'd love to slip into the cockpit of a Twin Beach. Thank you for your interest in the Women Air Force Service pilots. Unfortunately, all our wasps must have their pilot's licenses issued before the start of the war. Well, that's just foolish. I'm a fast learner and... Oh... Well, no use crying over spilt milk. Once more onto the breach.
by text-to-speech.
Chantal. Maybe this would work at the door.
Chantal. So, she sees the word Dora with lipstick. She doesn't think that's the password. She sees Chantal and then thinks that's the password. Okay. Oh, well, let's go back to La Resistance. What language was he speaking anyway? It was French, weren't it? Because the French word for English is anglais. But then again, she can't speak French. Like, even I knew that word would have meant password. And I know, like, what, 2 words of French. Nice music. I wonder if there's a scare if I turn it off. Oh wow, if you spam the left mouse click it really jitters. God, no. Come on. Find a bed to hide in. No. Oh, he's here. I can see him. I'm sorry. Hide under the bed even though he can see me anyway. Oh, no. I did French at school. Yeah, but I did shit at school. So, I can see he's surrounded by moths. And he just dematerialises out of existence. Okay. Bit of a shame that this is like a very poor man's nemesis. He's triggered when you make too much noise and then just vanishes. It was 5 years. Yeah, but seriously, it was over a full decade ago and I never paid attention at school. Because of Mr. Ghostman, I'm not really allowed to sprint that much, otherwise he gets annoyed at me. The radio's allowed to play though, he's fine with that, he doesn't interact with that at all. Here we are, time to join the resistance.
Chantal.
Yeah, we did go to the same school. That was before we went older. Like, bloody hell, I'm 27 now. That was, yeah, it was well over a full decade ago now. I can stop the record, but can I turn it back on? I can. I might as well leave the music on. It's quite nice. But this is... What the... My camera just changed. Oh. Is she being... Oh my god, she's humping him.
I understand the stresses a war puts on a man, Jean, so don't get all bent out of shape.
She's gonna catch him cheating.
Whatever comfort you need. I'm sorry I haven't found the gun yet, but I'll get it to you no matter what. I'm coming. Just you wait.
Okay, that was quite grim. Though not as disturbing as the scene in the computer game Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy for people outside the power region, where the main character is a zombified corpse, but like he just looks a bit cold, and he does a woman, and it's meant to be romantic. For those who have ever played the game Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls, it was their spiritual successors of Indigo Prophecy, made by a guy called David Cage. A very strange and bizarre man in his story writing.
Now, Mother, stowaway is such a harsh word. I know. Father always said I know. Father always said that the cargo holds are never policed. From the office of John Treebook. All right, I promise. No, you do not need to come here. No, you do not need to come here. It's just... Ever since I found Father's gun,
So she found the gun. Well, why the hell am I still here?
Well, the reason you're still here is because you can't jump over a little tiny branch. Although that doesn't answer the question of why you came here to begin with. Oh! Holy shit! Are you a threat? You're not. And is it me, or was there some sort of like weird creepy laugh just then as well? Right, Mr. Babadook isn't here anymore, so I can spam the spacebar and sprint at last. At least for now, anyway. What the? As soon as I opened... Oh dear. As soon as I opened the door, the game forced my camera to look at the book being thrown.
You really love these dusty old tomes, don't you? We never read many books, just listened to Father's war stories. Made me want to go out on an adventure of my own. Are they enough, Jean? Your books, do they make you feel alive?
I was hoping, considering the game forced me to see that book get smashed, I was hoping that would be more plot relevant. Now, my objective is... Oh my god, it's ages away. And who the hell is playing this piano? Oh, I was just about to say, will the piano just break as soon as I approach it? And it does.
Women's Army Auxiliary Corps, you're my last hope. While we are always eager for more Women's Army Auxiliary Corps, we are unable to offer you... malarkey. Fine. Let's see what I can do at home. At the very, very least.
Oh, come on now. What a shame. What a stupid shame.
God, this woman is super desperate to join the war. I'm surprised she didn't bother to read the reason why they denied her, considering the first word is, we really need more people, but we're not having you anyway.
I'm coming for you, Jean.
So it's like visions of the war, which she never went to, has infested the house, and now there are thousands of sandbags and dead soldiers everywhere, which she never saw herself. And that doll has some sort of like deer's skull on top of it, just to be extra weird, I guess. Oh dear, this isn't good. I am trapped. The only way out of this place is the deer girl, and so I'm guessing I'm forced to read this message. Time for another jump scare in a moment, I guess. So, unstable women never go to war. Everyone goes to war in the second one.
Text-to-speech.
Okay, I'm guessing this is going to be a really bad jump scare, because all I can hear is jitteriness in this recording, which implies this is a heavily haunted area.
Behind you.
I'm behind you, I just heard. Here it comes. God. Oh dear, oh dear. I really don't want to go through this. If I wasn't streaming, I would be like, you can fuck off, because I'm not going past any more of this game. And the dear lady has escaped after saying she's behind me. Oh dear, let's do this. Is that a dial-up connection written down? It might be. It very well might be. Oh, I'm paranoid that every single door I may open will get me. I've just unlocked an achievement. I don't know if you can see achievements on the stream, but I just got one called behind you ... Oh, I just heard a noise. Something just bumped there. Here it comes. Jump scare time. No, I'm sorry. I'm so paranoid, because it's always the fear of jump scares rather than the actual scare itself that gets me. I'm sort of a broken record with this. I mention it quite a lot in my videos about how I'm always worried about them happening rather than them actually occurring.
Betty. We don't need anyone else to run the switchboards. How about this? Be a doll and take a few photos. There's a morale boost to beat the band.
prayers, I rest my elbows on the hope chest you gave me on my 18th birthday. We're going to make a family someday, you and me, you'd said.
Now, with the power of 6th sense, I know that this chest is how I must progress through the game.
Inside that chest are our dreams, Jean. I'm keeping them safe on our end, so you do your duty over there and we'll be right as rain soon enough.
Oh.
I am coming for you. I'm coming.
Is that a good thing or a bad
I'm coming
one?
for you, Jean.
I wish you'd stop saying I'm coming for you, Jim, like every single time we hear about her. Oh, nice. So we're outside in some sort of graveyard now. Reminds me of the game... Why has my camera just changed? The game forced me to look at this and I didn't even press control. But if I do press control, it doesn't even change the camera at this point. It reminds me of Hector, and there's a few other games that whenever you enter a room or you turn a corridor, if you turn around, the environment has changed. Hector was very good for that. It was probably the best part about that game. It was completely seamless. There was no like jittering or loading at all. It was really good how the environments just changed immediately. Another game called The Hatman Shadow Ward did the exact same thing as well. What the? I just had an option to open the door. Oh, okay. I was standing here, yet I had the option to open the door. Yeah. What? I killed you on the spot because it should be you and I. I didn't even notice that myself. Now, the game has suddenly turned into Fetch Quest Simulator. Or Bendy and the Ink Machine, which was the last game I played, where it basically was a series of fetch quests and almost nothing else. That was very unusual game how it was classified as a puzzle. There was literally one puzzle in the entire game and they give you the answer directly. Not even a hint, they straight up tell you what the full entire answer is. I can't open this door and I must explore. There is nothing making noise around here other than myself and looks like the tree is making noise because I can see the tree. Oh no, it's not, sorry, my bad. Oh, there it is.
Hold on just a little longer, Jean. I know this isn't real, but the pain sure is. I keep hearing a German man's whisper in the wind. After months of trying to decipher something, anything, I heard the word Bosch. Little elbow grease at the library turned up a German dictionary. Bosch means forest. I am coming for you. I'm coming. I'm coming for you, Jean.
What I'd like is for someone to
I am coming.
Oh shit, it's him.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
So is for for fuck's sake. Get inside right now. Oh, the world's changed again. Is for someone to do like an edited version of this game where it's nothing but how many times Jean says the words "I am coming for you," because it has to be at least 15 now. Every single time we see her.
Don't fight. Text to speech.
Betty. I hope this letter finds you well. Echo Bluff must be lonely with you there alone. Have you heard from Jean recently? I wish I could be there, but the work here at the Richmond shipyards is vital to the war effort. With Jean in the army, that big house must be difficult for you to maintain. I pray every night for Jean. If he were to die over there, I'm not sure if Mother could handle it. According to the stories we hear at the shipyards, the way captured soldiers are treated sounds like a fate worse than death. Indications are this will be a long war, but take comfort in your wonderful home. Love, Eddie.
So the world constantly changes around us to the point where we at one point literally enter some sort of World War II hellscape, and our focus is still getting to the attic. I tried not to laugh during that scene.
Practice. You don't need fancy tools to disassemble your gun. Use the cartridge here as a screwdriver. Yes, Jean, just like I showed you. Now let's get a stopwatch and have some fun.
Well, it is, that Delphi's voice is a female version of Microsoft Sam, and I've seen so many, like, meme videos where it's literally just the Microsoft Sam guy talking, so I really can't take that voice seriously anymore. Oh, cool, we can go back to the act straight away. I need to ask, Harriet, did you ever complete the game Anna? I cannot remember. But I did watch your Let's Play of it, but that was a very long time ago. That was probably 2 years ago, in fact.
This is it. The way to my man in Europe.
Oh my god, this thunderstorm is repeating every few seconds.
Dearest Jean, it seems my luck has finally turned around. I received a phone call from the Silver Star line, and it turns out I won a trip to Europe. I'll be boarding the flagship Silver Star next week, and we'll soon be crossing the ocean to come find you.
Oh, said it again.
Hang tight. I will be on my way in no time. Faithfully, Betty.
The last message I read with Delphi, I mean, like the memory.
I know this.
What's
Hang
that?
on a sec. Betty, I am coming home.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jean is coming? On my way home. Honorable discharge. Love you. Shit, she can't get on that boat. He's coming back. That must be why she hasn't heard from him.
Oh.
I better find my way to that foghorn stat.
What, to turn it off? I mean, bloody hell. God, that foghorn really made me jump. Was that another dot? Cool. Ah, I got an achievement. Like it's hot 2, with the number 2, not the word. But what? Why is grabbing dolls like it's hot? I have no context for this. Right, I'm guessing I have to go downstairs. Let's try this door first. Nope, locked. Okay, let's go. I can hear very scary noises in the background. It basically screams that we're going to get attacked by the presence. It's getting loud. Oh, so we're in the Silver Star now. We're in the cruise ship. Yep, that's it. Keep saying my objective is this door even though I've already entered it, and thus it's no longer my objective. Oh!
No. Oh, Betty. Betty, you can't. He's on his way. Why? Why did this fucking house do this to her?
Why did the house not tell us to turn off the bloody tap?
Wait, the ticket from my dream.
Wait a minute, what? Why is that? If you look at the drop, it's not actually coming from the tap, it's coming from the side. So that tells me it's a drop from the ceiling, which you can't see. But if this is dropping, why hasn't the bathtub overflowed? I do find it odd that we are trying to uncover the mysteries of this place in order to escape, but all of these characters have already died and suffered. The deeds are all done. Oh, she's got a ticket in her hand, but yeah, look, we can't help these people.
Face when he sees me.
What's that? Date is October the 5th, and it's to Boston, but we have no year. I'd like to know what year all of this was set in. I've lost control again.
Here again? Does this mean I solved it?
I don't know why you said here again. You said here again before I actually pressed spacebar to actually see where I was. So I wonder how she was able to know this without the use of her magic cane.
Many of the sailors in town bought her herb sachets. I laughed at the notion of a man wanting to smell sweet, but then I was told they were for protection. Old Tully'd sworn that was one of her sachets that kept his ship afloat in a wretched squall. He clutched it to his chest like a cross.
I've heard, like, the very olden days about people carrying, like, herbs to ward off plague and stuff, but never for luck. Right, let's do it. It might be Scottish. It might be. I wonder if it changes every time we speak to her. She's like, oh, I think I'll do a Welsh one next. Nothing here. Might as well. I'm guessing what may happen is the ghost comes for us. We hide in here. We hide in the bathtub, and then we get a jump scare coming out the water. It's got to be at least half an hour now until we encountered the girl, the doll with the stag horn on her head. What the
This is a different time.
fuck is this?
Again. Damn it. Didn't enter any phone booths or police boxes.
Well, nothing else has killed us than the ghost. Let's find out. Nope, nothing can kill us. Yeah. We can't even crawl underneath it. For those of you savvy in the technology of the 1940s, what the hell are we looking at? Can't we crawl underneath it? I mean, we can go right by it unharmed, yet we can't crawl under it. Amazing how her like hearing is so good. She can actually see individual jolts of electricity crossing by. It's a fantastic superpower.
October 28th, 1892.
This is Tesla shit. Huh?
Everything is finally unpacked and settled. I couldn't be more pleased with this estate. The shape of bay offers excellent privacy, and the bracing salt air invigorates the lungs. I can finally tend to my life's work in seclusion. This prototype of autonomous locomotion. Heinrich Bosch.
Every single time I approach this, the electricity comes back. But what was the pop culture reference she made? I must have missed that. Tesla shit was the name on the pan. That'd be cool. I can see that there's the doll again right in front of us. Well, it's actually two dolls. Oh no. Spooky noises. Let's hide from Mr. Presence. It's gone. Or maybe he wasn't there ever to begin with. Oh. Tesla shit too. It reminds me of you've ever read the Culture series by Ian Banks? There is actually a character called Ultimate Ship 2. It's an AI of Battleship. It's a very funny name. Oh, I can examine the doll.
Day and night I toil because my girls are sweeter than sleep. Angels of my own creation, whatever they need, I shall devise.
Now, I still can't get past this electricity. And I don't know why it can literally sense my physical presence as I go near. Whereas the other one just launches at me, well, non-stop. Is that on? Yes. I can examine the car again. Oh, hello, Toads inside.
Day and night I toil because
oh,
my
for God's sake,
girls
I've already read
are
this
sweeter than sleep.
message already.
Angels of my own creation.
Now, we've seen about 3 hiding
I
spots
shall
in this area, but
devise.
the presence monster has yet to reveal himself to us. We can't go to the objective yet because we have to find some way to turn off the electricity. Like, how is this actually being powered? I wonder if there's some sort of like giant generators like still working 60 years after this orphanage has been abandoned. Ah, this is where we need to go. No, it isn't. Sorry, my bad. So, with the ghost, we've gathered that the ghost cannot see through walls at all, but it can disappear out of existence entirely, and yet I wonder if it can travel through them, even if it cannot see them. Once again, I am lost. I can't examine the door, that's pointless, and this door is also locked, so we've got, well, at least 3 objectives now. We've got to turn off 2 Tesla machines and uncover the, oh, there it is. My bad. Oh dear. Creepy dolls. Is this going to be a Tesla? It is. 2 of them, in fact. This game started off, although it was a little bit silly, it overall had quite a creepy feel to it, but now we're going straight into arcade game territory with the whole like Tesla machines physically blocking our path. I can hear breathing, so I know the monster is here with us.
This door looks like it needs a key.
Wait, what do you mean it looks like it needs a key? You're fucking blind. That's the point of the game. Gotta be careful. If I press the spacebar too much, the ghost will activate his very gamey effect and just do me in. Oh, I can open both doors. Okay. Let's investigate. Shit. It's okay. It's going orange. That means he's leaving. Okay, screen's gone blue again, so we can travel once more. I don't like it how you are forced to not run at all in case he decides to get you. I'd much prefer it if he was a physical entity, a la Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Like, he isn't attracted to this, even though this is creating a shit ton of noise. Me doing a bit of a jog makes more noise and attracts the monster than electricity like searing through this like futuristic 1940s device. I don't know, I would have thought blind people were that they had better hearing. That's what I heard anyway, unless it's completely bollocks.
I feel as though prying eyes have followed me here. Strange noises, unknown voices. Alas, our new sanctuary appears vulnerable. They cannot flee again. Their bodies could not handle such an uprooting.
To imagine them confined like they were caged, my heart cries out. I am their liberator. I feel no guilt. But they are not happy here yet. I will see to it that they want for nothing.
So it is a myth. Oh, okay, cool. Learn something new every day. Oh, the Friendly Eyes app. Now we get to talk to the like, what the hell is this guy anyway? He helps you without question.
Connecting to a live
and has
community
fantastic
user.
service.
You again, huh?
See?
Good, because this is way more interesting than texting with no one. What weirdness you got for me this time?
This place keeps getting freakier and freakier.
Okay, this is done on a child's chalkboard in really shaky, fake handwriting. Looks like a kid's attempt at making a list. It says, I miss Beatrice, I miss Carol, I miss Gertie, I miss Mr. Nash, of course Mommy. That's it. You're too sad, Mason. I'll be here all day.
That's... Wait, I'm quite confused by that. Because firstly I thought this game was set at night, but it will be here all day. But she said this place is getting freakier every time. He does not ask her, like, where the hell is she? He just complies with his, you know, like, completely, like... It's a weird job that this man has. Probably the strangest part of this entire game, where we have a character who will tell us what we're looking at, or at least what we should be looking at, and yet does not question any of this. Oh, there was a ghost there. Euphonia power. Oh, what the hell am I looking at? Nick was the ghost after all. If he is a ghost, he is the most dutiful ghost I've ever seen. Gotta be careful. Now. What? Oh shit! Run now! Go, go, go!
November 21st, 1892. I've tried everything to satisfy
Oh shit!
them.
Game over. I'm sorry. Maybe. Unless I can hide in here. Oh no! He's got. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was super clutch.
Some of my creations.
Oh no! Unusual AI of this monster. He sees me enter a room. He enters the room. He walks out, shuts the door. He turns around, opens the door, sees me, and kills me. Oh, that was a shame. I was really hoping we were going to get away from him. What's that? Are you blind in this game? You are blind in this game. Every single time you press the spacebar, your character taps the world in front of her with her cane, and you use the sound of the area around you to see. She's also apparently the Oracle reborn, because she can... Well, basically she knows where she needs to go before she knows this. The game keeps telling us where our current objective is going to be, and she's constantly making references to items that she shouldn't know are there. It's quite unusual storytelling. Oh no. What are you doing, little girl? You're trying to get in there. I need to try and help out this little girl. Right, I'm gonna see if I can activate the presence. I can. I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. I wanted to see if I was safe. You know, like if I was safe to run at all, but apparently not. Wait, midnight. I wonder if that door will open if it's midnight. Oh no. Hide. I didn't think I was being that noisy, and I'm surprised the presence decided to come at me. What the? So... It's possible that clock is attracting him somewhat, considering the game went blue, then went orange, and then went blue again. Oh, the Friendly Eyes app. Let's talk to Nick. Let's see if he helps us without question. And without a thank you as well. He never gets thanked for his help.
Are you at some sort of amusement park or escape room or something? This shit's unreal. Wow, paper's just everywhere. A few old-timey photographs of girls. One of them has a shaved head. Some of the pics are from far away, others are close-up like mugshots. Poor things, they don't look well. Ah, there's a schedule here for a few different people. Regimented, date planned to the minute. Being watched by someone. I'll be here all day.
Well, at least we have some developments at last. Nick has finally asked us a question. Are we in an amusement park? Our ever so polite and friendly protagonist decided not to respond at all to this question. No, did not thank him at all. Doesn't really talk to him. Has no interaction, and yet he still serves us blindly and without question. He's like, if he was a dog, he would be the most loyal companion on this planet. Oh, there's a little hatch here. I wonder if that's where the doll is meant to be coming in. What's that? It's my boy Raincoat. Reminds me of Asmongold. He's a YouTuber who basically lives in literal squalor. And he starts every single video with "It's your boy Asmongold." If you've never heard of him, he's a really big WoW player. But if you've ever seen videos of his house or like live streams, he often comments about raccoons in his back garden and throwing trash out the window. So if you've ever seen like South Park, how like
the taste of that.
you hear
Don't
things
make
like,
me
you know,
drink
gamers
it.
being super badly addicted, apparently, unless it's all a big joke, but he may be
I don't
among
like
that,
this one
like a
bit.
real life example, unless he's kidding and it's all just a big joke. But the word going around is that, yeah, he lives with literal raccoons. He did a video where he showed his bedroom and there are over 40 bottles and empty cans of pop and that all around. Beautiful use of animations here, literally just flicking from one to the other.
You better run away.
Excuse me?
Oh,
I don't like the look of you. You should leave.
I could say the same.
oh shit! Oh, she's got a gun! Holy shit, she's packing heat! Oh! Fuck, sorry. Now, oh, you can see on the ground there's these rails. That means the ghost doll is going to follow us with her fucking revolver and shoot us. If I was Cassie, I'd talk back to the doll. I'd speak to her. She's shooting. Is she reloading? Is she? Just gonna wait a moment, see if I can hear her. I can't. She's getting really loud, but I can't hear it. Well, who gave it a gun to a doll? It's one of the many unanswered questions in this game. Like, who gave a girl to the doll? How does she know how to aim as well? I mean, she's a good shot. I'm sure there are professional soldiers that wish they aimed as good as she did. Like, she basically got every shot on. What's that? Suicide Man? I've never heard of Suicide Man. Can you tell me about it? It's not something I have ever heard of before, so it's completely new. I'm always looking for more indie games, of course. The last game I played before this one, of course, was Bendy and the Ink Machine, which was another indie title. I don't know if this one can be called indie, considering the dev team behind it. It's a new company, as far as I remember, but it had quite a few veterans of old games like System Shock, stuff like that. You know, they wanted to create a very serious horror game about hauntings and, you know, the tragedy of unfulfilled goals in life. And it features a girl that can shoot you. Come on. Look, she's not even looking at me. It's a game where it's on Steam. Cool. I'll have to have a look once I'm finished with the stream. Look, I can. She isn't looking at me. Her gun is not aimed at me, but it will still shoot me. What sort of 90s crap is this? Right, I'm guessing we go up the stairs. Let's do it. Oh shit! Right, she's confined to that one area, so I don't have to worry about her anymore. Oh, actually, there's more railings on the ground here, so eventually she will be a threat again. It isn't as depressing as it sounds. Oh. That's a shame. I was hoping it'd be like a really dark game. There is an indie game that recently came out called Symmetry, which is very disturbing. I say game, there's no real... It's basically like more... It's more like a visual interaction where you just walk around the room while story plays out, so you don't really do that much. It was very scary though. If you type in Symmetry Let's Play or Symmetry Walkthrough. Oh god, why did I walk up to that doll? Then, oh shit, she's got a gun. Then you'll see the videos of it. It was a good game in that it was very frightening. It scared the hell out of me. And I struggled watching all of it. Oh no, she doesn't have a gun, sorry, she's just pointing. You made me watch. I did made you watch Symmetry. It was awful. But real eye opener. Suicide Guy. Okay, thank you. I'll have to have a look after. Oh, and hello, Sarah. Welcome. Glad that you've made it. Oh, this girl's got like a new pose that wasn't here before. She's gonna Sparta kick me into the cupboard. Now. Young Miss Gangster's still blasting at me, so oh shit, come on, hide. Yeah, I can see her. She can see me, but I am safe. The chest is immortal to her bullets. This is infinitely reloading doll. If I was Cassie, like Cassie does comment every so often, in fact it's a feature you can use, you have to turn it off. When you load up the game for the first time, it says what do you want your main character to be like, where she talks a lot or she only talks during main story events, and yet she doesn't ask things like, why the hell is Nick not asking me questions, why is he just obeying me, why is a doll shooting at me with a gun? It's very weird how we're given the choice to have a talkative Cassie who doesn't talk about obvious things.
Please, can I put something else? I'm cold in this. No, not kids.
Ghost kids, oh dear. You have some jokes. Oh, okay, give me a joke. I activate the tap or the mirror, but nothing's happened. I didn't just miss something, did I? Because right, let's have a look on the stream. No, I didn't. As soon as I used the tap, nothing happened. I'm watching this stream, but muted while next to me. I mean, like I've got two monitors now. And so, what music do skeletons like? Trombones. The presence is here. I can hear his breathing. Oh, fuck me! I did not expect that. Is she looking at me? If she is, I don't want to run for it. She's bone to be. Fucking hell. Okay, that was a good one. I like that one. Open the door. So she's not shooting at me now. When before, when she saw me, she was. I mean, like when I was looking at her from behind and she could still shoot me, but now she isn't. Okay. There's no more railings at all, so we're going to return back to the presence. I wonder if you can see several monsters at once. In games like Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, you can only ever be attacked by like one monster at once. But in games like SCP Containment Breach, you can have like 3 different enemies on your ass at once. And each one is a really big threat, so it's basically a death sentence if you ever see them all at once. And looks like this guy's answered my question. We now have to deal with the presence and the doll. So we cannot sprint, but we also have to avoid a girl with a revolver who doesn't like the look of us. And for this reason, she must shoot us. It was rather punny. I guess you could say that it was punishment. Oh. I wonder if I can... What? Oh! Oh. Those first 2 bullets were quite unusual. Please stop punishing us. I just said that. The first bullet seemed to hit the ground, not actually hit us. But she's not moving at all, so It looks like we have to run past her, while at the same time be careful about the presents. Right, there's a doorway. Let's go for it. I mean, wherever you are, you know where I am.
No. Thanks.
I'll give you a piece of my strudel if you just go away.
Bad idea. Pastry or not.
Wait, so if you go away, she'll give you her strudel, but if you go away from her, then she won't be able to give you the strudel anyway. There she is. It's quite a weird gun. It looks like if you've seen like the old like Tom and Jerry cartoons where someone's got like a shotgun and they put their finger through the barrel, and then as soon as they fire the gun, like it explodes and like it spreads out like a flower burst almost. The gun looks a bit like that. Oh, she missed every shot. Oh shit! There's more of them. They're packing. You could say it's rather Boston. Oh, for fuck's sake. For those that weren't here earlier, the game was set in Boston. Chess pieces. Right. No, just no. What's she doing? Run. At least Cassie reacts. Oh for God's sake, I pressed the cane too much. Right, I'm gonna crouch here in the corner and hope Mr. Babadook doesn't get us. As soon as the screen goes blue, I'll go on the move again. It's not going blue. Well, why is it taking so long? It normally, there we are. Thank you. Now, my objective is very close to... Why is the screen going red? Holy shit! I can't see. Sorry. For all the negatives I have about this game, one thing that's good is that the checkpoint system is quite friendly. It basically doesn't... What? I thought I could go up the stairs. Oh well, let's continue moving. I can't see, says the man playing a blind one. Well, it's true in that case. I mean, it's stating the obvious, but yeah. Who this Babadook ripoff is? This ghost is a being called the Presence who sounds identical to the Babadook in that Australian movie. While there are various ghosts in this game that talk, they all have names apart from the doll and the Presence himself. The other characters do not have names. I mean, everyone else has a name, like Jean, Beth, Felicia. They've all have identities, but this guy does not. What we do know is that it is a woman with a male voice filter over it. So I think it is a woman. It could be Nick. It might be Nick. I don't think it is, but it could be. We've never seen... Well, technically, fishing, we've not seen anything at all. There we are. I can follow her. And it is cat sitting. He is cat sitting, but then again, we only have his word for it. Now, before I commented that the checkpoint system was friendly, I take that back. It appears we've reverted quite a lot. There we go. I never understood why people like dolls. They've always freaked me out quite a bit. I think her name was Rekna. I don't understand. Ah! It's cancer backwards. I get it now. It was in reverse. Now. Oh, there's our objective. Very unusual. I still can't. I gotta stop saying the word unusual, but I can't get over the objective system where if you hold control, it tells us we have to go there, whereas the true place we need to go is here. And I have been completely ignoring this girl shooting at me for the past 20 seconds. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, you can shoot me after. Oh, presence is here. But we do have a rather convenient hiding spot if he does decide to show up. What I'd like to know is what would Cassie do if the chest was full? Like it's a hiding spot, she opens it up and it's like it's filled with crap. She's like, oh god. Oh, what was that? Oh, the door was shut. I'm pretty sure the door was open the last time we were here, unless the game has saved it. So if you keep the door open, you die, and then when it respawns you, the door stays that way. Okay, she's not going to bother me anymore. Lord Buckethead was... I know Lord Buckethead, wasn't he that... you could vote for him for Prime Minister in the recent elections, and there's some funny pictures of him where he's dabbing. Lord Buckethead is a man wearing a bucket and a cape, and did he legally change his name to Buckethead or... No, he wasn't, that was Mr. Fishfingers. Aside from Lord Buckethead as a candidate for the British Prime Minister a few months ago, we had Mr. Fishfingers who legally changed his name, and he did that because someone, I think it was like someone from like the Scottish Party or whatever, says, like there was a comment saying a fish finger would be better at politics than he would be. So someone went, okay, I'll change my name to Mr. Fishfinger and I will actually go against him. Yeah, the identity of Mr. Buckethead is unknown, but he does have a Twitter account. The last time I checked, it was active. I don't know if this is still the case, but if you type it in Google Lord Buckethead Twitter, he will appear. Now, the game is telling me I must be in this room, and there's the tree. But we can't do anything here. Right, I'll have a look to see if there's any items nearby. If not, we'll just have to leave the room. Oh, there it is. There's a key. New objective, let's go down. I pressed my cane a little bit too much, so that means I'm not allowed to play the game for a few seconds now. There we are, now we can carry on. Oh, there's the girl. Quickly, I have to slowly walk away from her before she shoots at me with her bloody revolver. What the? Oh, you are kidding me. Come on, you're blind, you're not crippled for fuck's sake. You can easily go over this banister. Oh shit! The presence is here. Go, run, run, run. Oh, no. Oh! Oh shit! That he could just go through the electricity and just do me in. Oh well, looks like the game has allowed me to progress through here straight away anyway. Nice! Oh yeah, that sounds really fucking friendly, that nice. How did we go from playing a horror game to talking about Mr. Buckethead and fish fingers? I do not know.
Please, for your own
oh, that was
sake,
why. There was
go back
someone's
upstairs.
username. Oh, it's because your username is Lord
the
Biscuit,
best
and so
idea
someone
to
asked
threaten
Lord
the
Buckethead,
police,
and
Mr. Bosch.
it just went from there. Wait, what's the code? Well, the last code, wasn't it 2118? But that was hours ago. Let's find out if that's true. Nope, not. Have I missed any codes at all or not? I don't think I have. Oh. There's numbers here. We get to talk to Nick again. Nice, let's do it. We're not going to talk to him 4 times, are we? Because we've only looked at one image and there's 4 of them.
It's kind of, I don't know, apocalyptic. It's got 4 horsemen. Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay, there's 4.
A couple dancing. It's really romantic. Very extravagant. I think they're doing the tango. Talk later.
Let's see, it was 4. I missed the second number.
High five, anyone?
5.
It's the hand with all the fingers played.
Tango.
Fingers. Tango.
Wait.
Horseman.
Why is it horseman tango fingers and not the numbers associated with them? Now, YouTube is telling me that the things that my video stream is starting to lag out. It's not attaining enough. It's not receiving enough video. What? I know. If it's buffering after a few seconds, I'll have to investigate and find out.
Young love. It's a couple courting, but there's a chaperone. Bummer. 3's a crowd, man.
3.
Bye.
Crowd. Horseman.
So that's
Tango.
4 something.
Fingers. Crowd.
4 something 5 3. Okay. It's buffering, it's lagging, is it? Okay, I'll have to have a look. If it's jittering the hell out, I will just restart the stream. And hopefully that will pick it up. It may have something to do with the fact that it's saying my Steam is broadcasting, like Steam Broadcast, even though it's not. It shouldn't be. Because I did not turn it on. So I don't know why it's decided to do this to me. Oh! Oh, little girl, man, she scared me.
Why are you not talking?
God, I might have to admit that one did get me, but then again, most of the jump scares
October
have.
15th, 1892. After the electroconvulsive therapy, I know I must act. I have to take them. October 16th, 1892. I am a man bold only in thought, not in action. Lord, the courage to do what I must.
These devices have literally been going on for 100 years, because he said 1892. Even though it's everything's still working. Well, I gravitate towards Nick, especially because we're going to see him again, because he does what we ask and never questions it. We don't ever speak to him.
What have we here? Looks like old-fashioned blueprints. Huh. Yeah, it says Danvers State Lunatic Asylum, but it's drawn all over. Date, time, scribbles over specific rooms. I think someone's planning on fleeing the cuckoo's nest. Nothing. Tough crowd.
Oh, Poppet's here again. Is she underneath the bed? She is. I have to ask because I can't see myself. Are you getting buffering at all? If anyone here watching, can you see if there's any buffering? If it is, I'll restart the stream straight away, and I'll see if we can sort it out. If I do restart it, I'll literally be back in like 3 minutes. I'll do it immediately. Now I can hide under here, but can I venture? No, I can't. I can. Yes, that's what you do. You hide, then you leave. Oh.
Hey. Sorry.
For what?
Well, I don't know.
It's fine on your end. Cool.
Everything.
If it gets jittery at all, just tell me and I'll sort it out straight away. Whereas if it's fine, then I'll just carry on.
I can't.
You can't, or you won't?
No, I mean I physically can't. The house won't let me.
That's alarming. I'll be there as soon as I can.
These conversations with Serge.
He doesn't need you.
Oh.
You've pushed him away.
Excuse me?
The doll's got a point
He
about
doesn't even know yet.
pushing him away. Yeah, she never thanks Nick, and she never tells Serge what's going on. Serge does not know anything what our protagonist is doing. She knows nothing about this haunted house, and holy shit, these dolls are creepy. He has not told her that she's been attacked by ghosts, or that there's hauntings, or anything like that. The only thing she said to him is that she had to put out a fire. The only thing she told him after that was that the house won't physically let her leave. And he doesn't ask her this. He doesn't say, what do you mean that a house won't let you leave? Like, why are you saying that this house has suddenly gained sentience? The only thing he says is that this is somehow alarming. The dolls are more clever than the protagonist. They really are, because the doll says you're pushing him away, and she acts confused by this. She is pushing him away by not telling him a single thing. She's only told 2 plot points. The house is on fire and it won't let me leave, but has given no context to this. Like when she said she has to put out a fire, she hung up on him when he asked what was going on. When they next speak, the fire is never mentioned again. They do not speak at all about this issue. Like that would be like, I'd be talking about that for days on end. I'd be like, bloody hell, do you remember that fire that we had a few weeks ago? You know, all that was mentioned a few weeks ago. Here's another thing as well, although I understand because she's blind. She has the phone on vibrate, which you can hear quite clearly, even though a monster is after her because of sound. Like, why is the phone this important to get calls that it's worth risking your life for? Because if you're hiding and like your phone vibrates, you're done for. The presence will get you. Well, you know, it won't get you because the phone calls don't happen when it's chasing you. But you know, in like the real world setting, like if this was real, then that would most certainly be a danger.
There's something blocking the drain by your feet. Reach down and remove it, and you should be able to get out. Then get out.
Right. Well, why is Nick suddenly saying get out the house? She has not told him any context about this house. He knows nothing about the hauntings or the dangers at all.
Warn you. Please try to hold still.
Fireman's outfit.
Away from me!
I can stop the bleeding if you. No, no.
So you're dumber than a vegetable if a doll makes more sense. The doll itself, we don't know the true identity of this doll. Some of the other ghosts are, well, they have real names because they're ghosts of people that have died here, but concerning the doll, I don't know if this is meant to be some sort of sentient AI or whether this is a phantom possessing the dolls. Well, several dolls in fact, because more than one of them tries to shoot you. And she says the house won't let her leave, so is the house a ghost? Like, is it a collection of spirits perhaps that are working together to ensure you do not leave, even though Poppet the doll keeps telling you to leave? So ghosts are telling you to leave and also telling you not to leave. Nick is pure, sweet, but not bright. He's very pure and sweet. There are many faults to Nick, but obedience is not one of them. He is perfectly competent in his job. It's just the same that the same cannot be said for our protagonist, who questions every single time a character says something to her. There we go. I can hear breathing, so the presence is here. That's the only reason I'm not sprinting. I can open these doors now. Cool. What the? Okay. I have now reached the next goal. Excellent. There's sadly quite a bit of backtracking in this game, though. Sometimes the environments do change, so it's quite hard exploring this environment, where you go through an environment and it's all completely the same, and then you do so later on and you're meant to, and it changes how the world interacts. Now, I thought that we wouldn't be able to walk over this because we don't have a jump button, but yeah, we can. What's that? Oh, it's that power thing again. What's it called? Euphonia. Might as well leave it on.
The ocean air has done wonders, Papa. I promise.
Yes, am I right? You are right, yes. The doll is far more intelligent. If the doll was the protagonist, I think that the story would be much richer as a result.
Or you could always tinker with our dolls until they sing. He was just trying to do something kind for his daughters.
What do you have for me? An apple? You know we don't eat these. These are toxic. No, eat. Wait. Bite marks? Who ate this? What? What have you done?
Stupid silly girls.
No! How not my angels?
Oh, we do not eat the toxic apples for the Germans. God, that guy's accent is so exaggerated, but then again, so is that Scottish woman that we heard earlier. So at least now we know where the dolls have came from. So they ate poisonous apples, and considering you said are those bite marks, that was quite creepy. It implies that they're like I don't know. I gave me like a real cannibalism vibe, even though he mentioned the apples, just because of like the confusion about how he mentioned don't eat the apples, and then afterwards he said bite marks. So that's quite unusual, saying don't eat the apples. Wait, are these signs of things being eaten? Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but the girls themselves are super creepy, considering well, what they say to you. And I don't know where they got firearm training from, but whoever did train them to use guns did a wonderful job. She's following me. It's like the game Scanner Sombra, where every time you look away from a statue it follows you. Only in this game it's the opposite. I would have taken a cup if she was here offering it to me. Because why not? Like, why not try to be cooperative with the ghosts? Because you are trying to help them, well, when you can anyway. Like the story of Betty trying to get her friend Jean. Now there's like little bubbles. There's these moths, and they're like echoes as well. I can't interact with it though. No, I can't hear breathing anymore, which means I can sprint.
January 21st, 1893. When I broke them out from that wretched
It takes the shit mix.
I thought I was saving them. I thought nothing could be worse than to be tortured and treated like animals. Now, looking back, I wonder if I brought them a worse fate. My angels. Truly angels now. Would they have been better off if I left them in state care? It matters not what happens to me, but as I wait for these monsters to claim me.
At least we know where the dolls came from now. They're the little German girls.
Which door to the afterlife will admit me?
It's quite a strange orphanage, because we've got characters from the Second World War who appear to be like British or American, and then yet there's this German guy. Like, is he like a German in exile, like in the game L.A. Noire, where there is a German character because she was exiled. That game is like set in like 1947 in Los Angeles, so like the war is consistently mentioned. Now I've lost control of my character. I cannot move. Nothing's happening. Is this a bug? There's apples on the floor. If it's seagull made for you. Oh, I can move now. What? That was what the? Something weird's going on. So I can move backwards, but if I try and move forwards, I can move forwards. But now I can't move. This cloth seems to have a really huge hitbox. Oh yeah, of course, it's not the second. Well, it's the First World War in the 1980s. I mean, the 1890s, isn't it? So like 20 years before that started. Sorry, not the Second World War. Sorry.
To you. I had you pegged all wrong.
But yeah, it must have been the Great War, not the Second. The apple from my dreams, yeah, the apple that has never been mentioned before and probably won't be mentioned since or after.
I tried to fix things and only made them worse.
When the doctor said the apples were toxic, he was not lying. Fuck me. Is that like... Is that screwdrivers inside the apple? It reminds me of like that episode in The Simpsons where it's like, hey Bart, try some taffy, and it's like it's filled with pills. Because they're trying to get him on medication.
Lead to the destruction of an innocent.
And here's that tree again, ever so symbolic tree which we keep returning to. World War 1, yeah, it was 1910. What was it? It was 1912 to 1917, was it? World War 1? I can't remember the exact dates. Now, I can't sprint. Oh, I can. That was rather inconsistent. I couldn't sprint at first, and then 10 seconds after we started, I could.
I watched as a crowd of children mobbed her. They squealed as she made the small wooden doll jump and dance, working the strings faster than their eyes could see. 'Twas as though she'd breathed life into the thing.
Just imagine if she played the bagpipe. She probably will at one point. There'll probably be some funeral scene where like she plays the bagpipe and every single character's wearing kilts.
About Susanna again, talking of fire. Then he spoke of how fine her land appears.
Like, these voices are super stereotyped, very exaggerated. Oh, here's the cocoons again for more moth symbolism. So even though we have turned on Chatty Cassie, she makes no mention about how these moths that must be coming out of these cocoons must literally be enormous. Like, she hid in a cocoon at one point.
Gotta figure this out.
And yet, this isn't questioned at all. How we appear to be like this orphanage probably belongs to the Umbrella Corporation with how huge these moths must be. She'll say Scotland forever. Yeah, it's like completely like William Wallace
July
it, like the standardisation.
To Thomas Durham, you are hereby permitted forthwith to apprehend and bring Susanna
Did I just say
Morton in order to
1962?
her
I was looking at the
examination relating
stream
to high suspicion of sundry
chat, so I didn't
acts
see
of
the date.
witchcraft. The court seeks justice for acts committed by her upon the bodies of Mary Talcott and Mercy Lewiston of Salem Village, whereby great hurt and damage hath been done. Should you succeed, her lands and estate shall be bequeathed unto your family forthwith. Superior Court of Essex County.
Blood of Durham. The Durham's mentioned again. Who's mentioned in the mirror? The word Durham in lipstick hundreds of times. So with these notes, sometimes you can press left click to leave the screen, and so you can keep playing. Other times you aren't given the option at all. Oh, nice, religious fanatics. We can't have a horror game without religious fanatics. It's going to be Outlast 2 all over again, hopefully without someone getting crucified. Oh, but I'm sorry, about a full hour ago someone asked what would I rate this game out of 5? 2 maybe? 3? It's not that good. Yeah, probably a 2. Yeah, 2 I'd say. Because the rules are very inconsistent. Like, if we read this memory for instance, and then it starts talking, we left click, it stops talking. If you recall the last message we read, it kept talking after we left. And yet there are another set of messages where if you click on them, you have to listen to them all. You cannot left click to leave. The game will not give you that option. So for one type of message, we have 3 different rules associated with them. Right, let's hide quickly before the presence comes and gets us. There he is. I'm curious if If the presence is looking at you when you hide in the chest, does his AI say you are not in, that you cannot be seen anymore and that you're immortal? Because he was basically looking straight at us then, so he should know we're in here. Are we going to see a Mothra riff-off alongside the Babadook one? We may do. That would be a very bizarre end to the game if Godzilla literally shows up fighting Mothra. A problem I have with this is that it's very inconsistent, because there's creepy dolls and then they've got revolvers. There's a ghost haunting us called the Presence, and then there is a resistance movement where we need to speak a password in French to get through a door. It's a very strange mishmash of various ideas. Who thought it would be a good idea to have a ghost of a doll that uses a gun to shoot you?
Maybe fire would help open the door.
And she has infinite
now
ammo.
For some matches.
Wait.
Okay. Where can I find matches?
So we are inside the house, we are filled with wood, and when these branches appear, we are told that we need to set it on fire. Earlier in the game, we tried to leave the house and these exact branches stop us from leaving. Why couldn't we use the matches then? Why only now? Right, we're given objectives to solve a problem. When we later encountered this problem, we were told that we could not deal with it, and that we just had to basically keep going. This game has turned into Anna. It has turned into Anna. Here we are. Oh no, sorry.
That man came by the house again.
Ah, oh. Oh, there's a door here we need to open, it seems. It's locked. Thank you for giving me a locked door again. No, I don't want that. Sorry. The presence works by saying I've got her now. Oh fuck, a chest, my only weakness. It's not just a chest, it's curtains as well. You can hide behind the curtains, and you can also hide in a bathtub with curtains. Oh shit, here he comes. Don't worry though. For the magic power of chest will save us. Okay, let's just hide here again. Nowhere near as good as Amnesia the Dark Descent in terms of its hiding mechanics. So even though he's a ghost that floats, you can hear it sounds like squishing noises every time he moves about. So he's like stepping in water even though he's actually floating. Okay, he's gone. I'm not keen on the whole you know when you're in danger or when you're safe because of the vision. No, let's not bother with that. My objective has changed now. Before it was the locked door, now it's this table, even though we have completed no other objectives since encountering the locked door objective.
How has this food spoiled so soon? We only arrived yesterday.
Gross.
Gross.
Everything here is just disgusting.
Subtitle, only you're Daredevil. You are Daredevil. Oh fuck my arse, there is curtains, the world wants me dead. He's already dead though. The Phantom
shall not
or
starve.
the Present should have died ages ago.
Husband, the animals, they've taken ill.
Oh fuck me! When this character in this strong, this Gaelic accent goes, "Husband, the animals." Fuck me! I'm getting serious William Wallace vibes. She doesn't even call him by name. He has the title. It's like how when you activate the Delphi text-to-speech device,
Where are the matches?
and it talks to you in female Microsoft Sam. Here's a question as well. How do we know there are matches in this house? Like, what if there are no matches? Is it literally game over? We're stuck in the house forever? Or will the character at one point say, oh, hang on, we don't need matches after all. Let us ignore that objective I gave to myself. Even though in a video game that wouldn't have happened. Now, there are no matches here. Like, can't you just like get like a rock? What was it? Microsoft Samantha. I did not think of that. Yeah, Microsoft Sam. So literally just Microsoft Sam still. Oh, the presents again. Right, let's run. Matches in the 1600s. I don't know, maybe. Oh no, when was the little that little Fable, little match girl? When was that set? I didn't think I was being that noisy with the presents. I do remember there was one game. I don't think it was a Steam game. It might be though, where you were meant. It's a horror game, and you're meant to play it by having a microphone or a headset, because the game reacts to your noises. So if you speak a lot or if you jump, the game will emit like an echo, and this will attract like monsters and stuff to you. And I can't remember what it was called.
This place is damned.
I don't know if it was like this game where you're blind and you have to use sound, or whether it was like a pure gimmick where sound does nothing in the game other than you jumping causes you to have a harder time. There was a game that came out a few years ago. I did a let's play on it, and it was called Nevermind, where you're like this scientist who ventures into the minds of people via these devices to try and like cure them of mental illness by reliving traumatic events, and by venturing through them you somehow cure them. Let's listen to this first.
Faith is not herself. My once peaceful wife is now troubled with fits of unrest at night. She moans things I cannot understand. Go.
My husband claims she is a weaker vessel, which is why her ears are attuned to the sound of the devil's forked tongue. I went to examine this foul creature myself.
Why is foul creature in caps lock? She didn't exactly scream it out.
She is not what Thomas says. Susanna is young, vibrant.
Hitler would have been free. Well, he probably started young, Harriet.
The children in town.
You know, you gotta start somewhere.
Say she can cure their
So anyway, Nevermind. With Nevermind, the gimmick for that was if you have a device which monitors your heart rate, it interacts with the game. Like, you can plug it in, and the game will measure your heart rate, and if you get scared, the game will make it even scarier for you. So it's sort of like an infinity loop where you get scared by the game, it raises your heart rate, the game detects this, and then it makes it even harder for you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's become a little moth again. I can't, there we are. I couldn't hide a moment. You don't need to play it with the heart device, like with a device. I didn't when I did my let's play of it about a year and a half ago. Concerning not needing realism, I do think the ghost girl with the infinite ammo guns was taking it a bit too far for the developers of Perception. And these cocoons, we've not made any comments about, like, our protagonist, that is, hasn't been made any comments at all about what these cocoons are. It's straight up Resident Evil, because like there's a sticky web everywhere. Like you can't even say it's ghosts, because why would a ghost create a past event, or because like you see like World War One scenery around the game, like with like giant cocoons. Now I have to walk slowly because the presence is getting a bit jittery with me at the moment. So, Seagull the toddler. Would he still have the moustache though as a toddler? The explanation is Mothra. I agree. So we have to scan this in. And you doted me, my lord.
Text to speech.
Illegible.
Oh, fuck off, is it illegible? I bet Nick's gonna be like, oh, it's drawings of monsters. Get out now.
So, when are we writing a book on all the craziness? Okay, this looks like a list, but there's stuff crossed out. Circled with weird insignias doodled all over it. It says, items I currently possess. Salt, rosemary, and my sachets. Round this house I found a moth in its cocoon and the old skull from grandfather's prized ox. Surely these could serve some purpose. Below that there's a bunch of questions. Too unstable? Do I call the quarters before or after I open the circle? And what of a talesman? Would a doll suffice? I'm guessing this person didn't exactly know what they were doing. At the very bottom of the page is some sort of poem. Oh man of God, yet soulless be. Wow. Hold on a second.
Oh my god, Nick's dying from the Ebola.
Suddenly I feel like my throat's closing up.
Nick is literally gonna die by talking to us. He's... Oh shit. So, I am guessing that what's gonna happen is, through reading all of this, the ghosts are like they're passing through to Nick through the power of mobile phones. And that is why he's literally going to die before this game finishes. I don't actually know, by the way, this is a blind playthrough, pun intended. I know nothing about this game other than what I've already played through. One thing I'd like to see, why don't we get the phone, take a picture of these cocoons and ask Nick what the hell these are. We've killed Nick with photographs. It's like The Ring, but with mobile phones and the Friendly Eyes app instead, yeah. Well, he's not dead yet, but what I bet is gonna happen is at one point we're gonna get the Friendly Eyes app, we scan it in, and it's gonna be the presence talking to us. I am almost certain that is what's gonna occur. Either that or Mothra will be on the other line, and I think both of these have a chance of
We can hold out another few days until the path to the seaside melts. They did not have to eat those.
Through the talks of Nick, there's one thing I didn't mention. They said about talismans would a doll do. So has someone been like doing possessions with the dolls, and that's how they came to be. And then afterwards gave them firearm training and the infinite
As the
ammo
apple
bandana
tree is
from Metal Gear
anchored to
Solid.
this earth, so shall I root my soul. Protect this land against those who would do harm.
There's the matches.
You can do this.
Okay, I've just got an achievement for Susanna. Who's Susanna? It would be cool if the ending of this game was a fight between Godzilla and Mothra. It would be completely out of place, but then again, most things in this game are. Oh, it says your message got retracted then. I don't know why. I thought that was that. It wasn't YouTube that just did that, was it? I hope not. But I do have it set so YouTube removes spam, but that message of yours wasn't spam at all. Unless you just deleted it yourself, in that case, fair enough. Cool. The house can literally scream at us when we set fire to it. Susanna must have cursed the land to drive people away as it was stolen from her. But I just got the achievement for Susanna. I don't like this how you activate Sixth Sense and it tells you you have to go through the objective you've just gone through. Like, the game's really bad with updating itself with what you should be doing. It was full of errors. Oh, no worries then.
Nothing alive except for that tree.
There we are. Well, that character was singing then, I couldn't sprint, but as soon as she stopped I could.
That tree's got to go.
I don't... No, bullshit, no, this can't be blocking us, look. You can easily go past this. You don't even need to jump. You can traverse this area without any issue whatsoever. I always hate that in games where you get like invisible walls, or there's a lot of games where you see characters that are like imprisoned, and the bars are so wide that they could fit through no problem. I think in the game Ukulele there are these like cages, and sentient pages are inside, literally talking pieces of paper with googly eyes, because everything is googly eyes in that game. It's based off Banjo-Kazooie, and it's paper, so they should be able to fit through the bars no problem, but the game says no, you
My husband
cannot.
always said the bonnet represented our purity, covering our wickedness. She never wore one. Her curls were always wild and free. I left a bonnet on a doorstep. Nobody ought to be denied entrance to paradise.
You mentioned Alice Madness Returns. I bought that game on launch.
Burn the witch!
The Salem Witch
Put that
Trials.
vile woman to the torch!
You were right, Harriet. We are having literal witch
All I
burnings now.
have done is aid the ill and unfortunate.
Oh no, they're gonna crispy her up. So I do have an Alice Madness Returns poster right next to me. I don't know why, considering I wasn't that fond of that game because it was super repetitive. You would see the same gameplay devices being repeated constantly. The most common probably being the air vents you jump on that make you go far into the air. It was always being repeated so much, and I really didn't like how repetitive that was. There was also only one boss battle in that entire game, and it sort of like hot blocks you in a way. Throughout the game you always get like these hints that there's going to be bosses. You then see a huge boss monster, and then it gets killed in the same cutscene it appears. There was one part where the Mad Hatter's friends, they you encounter a giant machine that they're piloting, like a full-on mech, and you think, right, this is going to be a boss battle against the machine. Alice 1 had loads of boss battles in it, quite interesting boss battles too, like the Jabberwocky and all that, and the Red Queen who literally bursts into these tendrils. It was quite freaky. And then with this machine, it literally dies in the same cutscene you first see it in, and it's so anticlimactic, and this keeps happening constantly. You think you're gonna fight what was the story in Alice in Wonderland? Was it the carpenter and the seal, something like that? The carpenter and the walrus. It's full on. We're gonna have a boss battle, and then in the same cutscene, it gets defeated with no interaction from the player at all. Oh. I have to interact with something in here. Oh, I'm gonna get a haunting in a sec, haven't I? This game's way too quiet right now. There's no ambience at all other than my footsteps. When games like this go super quiet, it implies there's going to be a very loud moment, just so that the scare is further emphasised. Unless I'm completely wrong, of course. But spooky noises. There's something through here that looks like it's a skull of like a big deer, or like a bull. Oh, the man.
Bet I can get that lock off now.
Oh my god, pigs! We're going to have ghost pigs at last. Oh shit, the presence is gonna get me. I have to just stay like this because he will do me in a moment. I think I may be doing this wrong. I think he's gonna come straight at me and it's gonna be game over, maybe. Oh no! I apologise. I thought it was gonna be a scene where you have to like run away from him like before. There was a moment where you see him and you basically just have to leg it. You can't hide. Godzilla vs Hedorah is best with drugs. Is that like a movie? I'm not too familiar with Godzilla movies. In fact, most of my Godzilla knowledge comes from a game. It was on the GameCube and it was really bad. It was called Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, and the storyline was aliens have landed, and in order to take over the world they have been using the monsters from Godzilla, but at the same time monsters from Godzilla were also fighting the monsters as well. It was quite bizarre, and the ambassador for the aliens was literally their newscaster, like the guy who runs the 5 o'clock news. He was like the main villain, and it had Mecha Godzilla and Mecha King Ghidorah, and it was so bad. I think there's a really popular YouTuber called the Super Best Friends. They did a video on it once, because they do video games that are like fighting games every Friday and Saturday, and that was one of them. And now, I don't know what this imagery is supposed to be, like with all these wooden huts. It reminds me of like Hansel and Gretel or something, like some sort of fairy tale. But we've gone quite far through the past. So we started in the modern era, and then we went to World War One. Then we went to like now we've gone to like what, the 1600s is this? Because they mentioned like the witch trials and the woman literally being burnt at the stake.
Why do you do this? What sin has I committed other than to be a woman alone with defenseless land?
Oh my god, these are giant cooking pots. What are they? Oh, a notification, friendly eyes. I wonder if Nick's dead yet.
Can you tell me what the hell I'm looking at here?
She's talking at him.
Just go straight ahead. Don't hesitate, just go.
Excuse me?
You deserve to be down there. You belong down
Yep,
there.
Nick's become possessed, I knew it. Oh god, blood of Durham. Oh, hang up for fuck's sake. I knew it! I fucking called it! I said the presents would be the next time that we talked to Nick. Oh no shit! And it was. This game, oh, it's so obvious as to what the storyline is now. When we activated the phone though, I actually looked at this barrel. I can't go down the water, but I think something's going to come at us. I can't sprint right now. Why are you screaming but you're not running?
I have not wronged you or your god. I have only been blessed with lands you desire.
Seriously, tone these accents down. Don't answer the phone.
Hey, surprised you answered. I thought you'd be on a plane back to Phoenix. As cold as a witch's tit up here.
Wait, you're here?
Well,
don't tell him the story, by the way. Don't tell him that you are literally causing people to become possessed.
So I'd wager an hour to Gloucester, maybe two.
Storm?
You already sound like a true native.
I just didn't expect you to.
Of course you didn't.
You're not telling him about the ghosts.
I don't play games. I said I'd be there, and I will. 2 hours tops.
Fine.
Make sure not to show him your fucking Snapchat profile, otherwise you'll infect the bloody planet. That's a question, by the way. So this is in the modern era. So imagine, like, I'm guessing things like Twitter and Snapchat do exist. If she took all those pictures and uploaded them to like Facebook or something, could she literally infect the planet itself? Like, could this cause an apocalyptic scenario where the blood of Durham finally takes over Earth as a whole via the use of social media and mobile phones?
Are you not afraid of my retribution? If I truly am the devil's bride, would I not blight this land of yours? Curse your new home, poison your fruit, pox on your bloodline.
Fruit is poisonous, like the apples. So, one reason why it was super obvious that Nick was possessed was every single time we contact Nick, he always speaks first. There is never any exception to this. So the fact that she speaks first is the developers being really bad with their storytelling. Because by her saying what's going on, it's their way to try and build tension, rather than being consistent and waiting for Nick to speak. Now, I still can't sprint. I'm going the wrong bloody way, aren't I? I meant to go to the tree. I apologise, it's going to take us like 30 seconds to get there because you can't run. Is the woman innocent or a wicked witch? I think she is innocent, but it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, so She says, if I was evil, your land would be blighted, and because they've killed an innocent woman, their land is now going to be blighted. He died while he how he lived, cat sitting. Well, here's a question. Nick is cat sitting. What's going to happen to the cat? Oh, there's the owl. Like, is the cat also going to be possessed? It's like, meow, blood of Durham, meow. How old are the developers? These developers have worked on serious stuff like, you know, Bioshock and System Shock and all that. These aren't, like, this isn't their first rodeo. I followed the Kickstarter for this when it first came out 2 years ago. That is why I own this game. I wouldn't have got this game if I wasn't a Kickstarter backer. And so when I saw this game, I was like, wow, this looks really awesome, and like the dev team seemed like really good. I think they worked on Fear as well. Like in the Kickstarter for this, they mentioned a huge list of like some really highly rated games, like horror games, horror adventures, and it made it seem like, you know, oh, we're going to be really good. We've got this great team with us, and it's going to be fantastic. And then this happens. I don't know. I don't want to check because, you know, while I'm streaming, but if you type in Perception Kickstarter, it will prove if I'm talking bollocks or not. But I think they did work on Bioshock, System Shock and Fear, unless I'm wrong and I'm thinking of another game. But I do think it was. I think I am right. It was 2 years ago, so I may have forgotten. Was that Fear is Goo? Fear is Goo. A problem I had with Fear was that the game had no, in the first Fear anyway, there was no way for subtlety in regards to when it was a horror game and when it was an action game. It was incredibly sudden. There was never any hint or any mystery as to whether this was a full-on action sequence or full-on horror, and there was never any blend between the two. I remember Zero Punctuation, Yahtzee Croshaw, he said that there was basically an audible thump when the game shifted from horror to action. With the sequel, Fear Project Recon, they did mix it up quite a lot, where you would get horror and action combined at once. At certain points you'd be in these really freaky environments and you'd be fighting people, and then scary events would be happening while you were fighting, and it eventually came to the point where you were fighting full-on monsters. So it did, Fear 2 did try to blend it more, but at the same time Fear 2 broke it more as well and made the shifts even more obvious at times, because I remember playing the demo for Fear 2, and it started off in this school and it was really freaky, and the reason my character was moving so slow was because I was holding the shift key to run, so it wasn't me deliberately walking slow, it was the game forcing me not to run. So in Fear 2 you go through this school, it was very scary, it shit me up really bad, very, very freaky, excellent atmosphere, and then you walk outside and there is a literal mech in front of you, and it's got miniguns. You pilot the mech and start fighting soldiers, and it was basically an entirely different game. There was no blend between the horror and action. It was two games essentially. Was that this game is like Mighty Number 9? Oh gosh, I remember the Kickstarter for Mighty Number 9 and the shitstorm that came about it. Jim Sterling mentioned it quite a lot and he constantly blasts it. I remember there was a trailer for that game and it had the words, "You'll make your enemies cry like an anime fan on prom night." And Jim Sterling keeps making reference to this in his own videos. I thought that... Oh wait, we can chop down the tree. I'm sorry, I had no inclination that we were going to destroy the tree. Oh come on woman, put your back into it. You're not making a dent.
Oh god, I was trying to cut the wrong thing.
You stupid bitch. Let's try and chop the tree down, be completely ineffective and not cause a single cut on it, and then you chop the wrong bloody thing. A woman is hanging, let's chop the entire tree instead of to get her down. Right, let's cut the rope. Thank you. find it just a bit concerning in games where there's characters hanging and you can just leave them there. In a Splinter Cell Chaos Theory,
you can feel
there is a character who's he's been tortured and he's hanging in this really, oh for fuck's sake, blood of Durham. He's hanging in this really awkward place.
You are the only Durham I tried to kill but could not.
He's hanging on these ropes and you can put him down. And the characters comment on this, saying that at least, you know, show a little bit of respect. And in games like The Witcher, there's a quest where there's a character who gets tortured really bad. It's a side quest, and she's basically been hanged in like a really grim manner. How am I supposed to trust you? You cannot cut her down. It's quite disturbing that you just leave her there.
What? Wait, I don't understand.
You don't understand? That's a word we hear a lot. Cassie doesn't understand anything in this game, even though she has the power of sixth sense. So you hold control. There we are. That's where we need to go. For a character that doesn't know what's going on, and she literally has sixth sense, the game tells us she has it. It's unusual that she doesn't know anything other than the least obvious things, such as, you know, a drawer that exists, you know, 500 foot away. You know, we can find that perfectly fine. We know exactly where that is. It's behind you.
Here, follow my voice.
I don't want to hide. Okay, so I'm deliberately not going to hide because the game's telling us we have to run instead. I don't want to open the door because he said wait for the signal. Give me the signal. What do you mean? I don't have control of my character.
It's gone.
You know where you need to go.
That was quite odd. During that entire thing, the game forced me to look at that pot and I couldn't press the space bar to see what was going on. The game's stopping me from sprinting again. It keeps doing that where sometimes it will let me walk as fast as I want, other times normally, and other times as well you walk very, very slowly. There was a scene like 20 minutes ago where it slowed my movement speed below the normal walk. It's constantly messing me about.
What is this?
And now we've got a brand new gameplay mechanic where JPEG photos are literally being flashed in front of our eyes. Oh,
Something burning?
these are cartoons.
Alicia!
No.
These aren't even like past events. These are some kids' drawings.
Sandra, go down the path to the market. The place that has the candy, remember? Run, sweetheart. I love you.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sandra as in Cassandra?
Again.
Oh my god. Daddy!
I know you are frightened, my child.
It was her dad all
but
along.
You can trust us.
God's sake.
Alicia.
So Sandra was her all along. Amazing. Harriet, you actually guessed this right. I'm pretty sure you made a prediction, something about this line, and yeah, you're fucking true. We came here before. It was obvious from the outset. We came to this exact room before, and this crib wasn't here because I remember this the teddy bear. Right, let's jump out the window. So, God, for God's sake, I wonder if this is gonna be like Scanner Sombra, where it's like an eternal loop.
Okay.
My dear Cassandra, although your world is darkness, you are never alone.
In that picture with Cassandra, the picture of her hand, it was like a toddler or a child, wasn't it? Because there was the baby crib right by the window. If that's the case, how the hell did she grow? How did she grow up to own a mobile phone? I'm in my house. Oh, I'm in the modern day. Let's see if something freaky happens when I open the door. Oh, not yet. Oh yeah, this is my jam. Funky music's playing. Where's it coming from? I want to know the source. It's her phone playing the music, I think. Song's actually quite good, I'm liking it. So I am guessing what's going to happen now is we've got this really like happy environment, well, as happy as we can be. It's all peaceful. You know, there's music jamming. We're going to have like, order a pizza or something, and then we answer the phone and it's like blood like leaks out the phone. Okay, have any of you ever seen the movie Beetlejuice? Because this looks exactly like the sculpture in that movie. Oh, sorry, gotta press the space bar. For those of you that have watched that film, it's a very good film, by the way. Is this the identical sculpture? Harriet, if you've seen this, I'm sure I'm going to show you a picture of that sculpture from Beetlejuice, just to prove me right, if you haven't seen it, that is. I'm trying to listen to the lyrics, but it's quite hard to hear. The only words I could hear is "I'm on my own." Oh look, there's the tree, there's the doll, there's the trophy, and there's the owl. And here's the house. It's a dollhouse. I've just got an achievement called Spirit.
God, you're okay. You couldn't wait another hour for me? You had to burn the house down?
Another achievement, quite null.
I needed to do it.
Needed?
Yep.
Maybe this was a good thing after
What the hell was that a voice delivery then? Yup. Very, very deep voice.
So, what the hell happened here?
Yeah, this is very much Cliche Simulator.
Are you okay?
Long story.
Oh god, not 2018 yet. You wish
okay.
that games were like this in 2018. If
better,
Steam is any indication. Oh, the Unity assets are only just beginning. It's getting bad.
Help me up.
Steam have really, they've removed all control from their website. You can upload anything now. Oh, the game's over. That was the ending. And our ending is just a little text, just some text that. Oh, fuck you, Perception, for trying to say that you have sympathy for the witch burnings. That was super abrupt. All you did was make a game with a shitload of cliches. Oh, and a Helen Keller quote at the end. So what about Nick? Nick is going to possess the world. He is being controlled by the blood of Durham. And he is going to kill that cat. And yet this is never quite answered at all. These pretentious arseholes, I agree. This is like if Jonathan Blow made a horror game, only worse. Because he actually knows how to make games. I don't know if it's because I was streaming or not, and so I read chat every so often, and I'm constantly giving commentary, but I basically did not get that storyline. Too many things were not answered, like why do the dolls have guns? What is the presence? How can the presence mimic voices? What is the phone app, this Friendly Eyes, and why is the guy so excellent at his job? How does he get possessed, and what happens to Nick at the end? Like, the biggest question of this game is Nick. Even though the developers, like, they don't seem to care about him at all. He's just a guy that gives you tells you what the storyline is, but that's it. And so I feel for Nick. He was very doubtful throughout this game, and he gets shafted. And the developers say we don't care about him or the cat he's looking after, when a human being has literally become possessed by a house. And Sandra now has the ability to destroy Earth itself by posting those pictures on social media.
Oh, man of God, yet soulless.
It's Mom and Dad, thank you for working overtime to buy me SNES games. I wouldn't be here without you. Oh, that was nice of him. Okay, I like the nice messages at the end where they're like saying, "Oh, thank you everyone for helping me." I wonder if they're gonna mention the Kickstarter backers in the credits, because some games do. If they do, my name may actually be in here. There's a game on Steam called Learn Japanese to Survive, Hiragana Battles, and they made a sequel called Learn Japanese to Survive Katakana Wars. And my name is in the credits for that game because I was a Kickstarter backer. And one of my friends is as well, because so was he. Oh, that was a weird thing as well, yeah. A real woman was wrongly accused of witchcraft, so we decided to turn her into a literal witch, yeah. And oh god, about this is worse than the digital homicide games combined. Oh no. What, you mean all two of their games, considering how often they constantly change the names and then just put them on Steam immediately. Jim Sterling did a video about digital homicide. They put 13 games on Steam Greenlight all at once. All 13 games were identical. The only thing they changed was the number, from 1 to 13. So they just called them all sequels, even though the first one wasn't even out yet. And the gameplay were the same, the graphic style were the same. All they did was change like a single character model, and that was it. Full sequel. And this was allowed to happen. Even when they sued Jim Sterling, Valve were completely silent on that issue, among many other issues. The only time they ever stepped in were when they literally tried to sue 100 Steam users and basically threatened Valve with legal action, saying, give us the Steam IDs of these people or you're in trouble. And then they got blacklisted entirely. That was the only time they did a single thing about it. It's really dodgy of them.
Thanks for playing.
Well, if I press space, it skips the credits and the little girl says thanks for play. Now, are there any special options I can do? Like any secret modes or graphics on Ultra, because I've got a nice graphics card. Silent Night. Silent Night is basically Cassie doesn't say anything. I'm going to press continue just to see if anything new happens. That's a freaky image, by the way, with all the moths on her face. I fucking hate bugs.
Will this be enough? I need help. He is coming again on the morrow, and with other townsfolk.
I may have completely sieved memory, but did that happen before with the memory on the morrow? I just press continue just to see if anything new would happen. Actually, let's find out. If Blood of Durham occurs, then we'll know.
Can you tell me what the hell I'm looking at here?
Just walk straight ahead. Don't hesitate, just go.
Oh no, we're reliving the death of Nick and the possession of an innocent human being.
Down there. Durham.
So what was Durham? What was the Blood of Durham anyway? I never did get that. Here's the thing as well, we can tap the water with the cane. But we never found out what the presence was either. Or what the point of the moths were. Out of all the scary things in the game, all the jump scares, the best thing they did was that guy's voice. The presence voice with like the Babadook. Even though it is a complete Babadook rip-off, the voice is really freaky. I really like that film. If you type it on YouTube, Babadook trailer, you can hear the voice where it's like it's very scary.
I have not wronged you or your god.
She's descended from the guy who hanged her. Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hey, surprised you answered.
Look, here we are reliving the moment where she does not relive. You know what I mean? Not relive, where she doesn't tell Sturge a single thing about what's going on.
I'm at the car rental. Traffic's hell because of the storm, so I'd wait.
We just spoke to Nick, who is now possessed by a ghost, and we think the best thing to do was to have a friendly conversation about a plane ride to Phoenix with a man who may very well become possessed just like she might. I mean, just like Nick might.
I think I need to follow the owl.
Unless, this has very specific rules where you can only be possessed if you look at images a lot or if you look at the pond where, you know, well, that's where. Oh no, because it was the drawings on the, it was the writing, wasn't it, that finally possessed Nick, because he started choking. So yeah, so it wasn't looking at the water that did it. It was a note. The kicking the balls, there was no Godzilla. Well, there was also no New Game Plus with Godzilla vs. Mothra fight.
Are you not afraid of my retribution?
And we never had an answer to where those kicking
If I
come
truly
from.
am the devil's
Unless the
bride,
answer is
would I
this is
not
like
like this land of yours?
this mansion, because you
Curse
see it
your
as a
new
dollhouse at the end of the
poison your
game,
fruit.
and maybe it's like
Pox on your
infested
bloodline.
dollhouse and they're laying eggs, and that's what it is. So it's like we are the size of a doll. Well, there are dolls in the game even. Yeah, the character being blind was pointless. You can see basically everything. There's nothing you can't see.
The axe!
She's such a user. Where's the axe? Actually, where is the axe? Oh, there it is. I actually completely missed picking up the axe. I just saw an item on the floor and picked it up. Okay, well, we've completed the game now, so there's nothing more for this stream, so I'm gonna have to call it in a moment, and then I'll pick it back on, I don't know, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday maybe. I basically have the week to stream, so
Oh god, I was trying to cut the wrong thing.
Before, I've only ever done just like strict YouTube videos where it's like, you know, I record and edit. And I must say, it's like, same with doing normal YouTube videos, when you're talking for like hours on end, it completely kills your throat. I talk when I do videos more than I ever do at any other point in my life.
You can feel at peace now.
I'm generally a very quiet person, but with the videos, I never shut the fuck up. It's even worse when I do the normal videos as well.
You are the only Durham it tried to kill but could not.
Oh, that's it. You are the only Durham. That's a surname. Fucking hell.
I thought I fixed this.
With my YouTube, I have to, like, if I do like 3 hours of video, you'll probably see like 50 minutes of it in the end, because I edit an awful lot. Like
How
I'm very
am I supposed to
liberal
trust
with
you?
how much I edit. But I'm like, oh, I don't like that scene. Let's cut out the next 5 minutes of it.
What? Wait, I don't understand.
No. Where do we even go from here? Oh, there it is. Oh dear. Oh, I need to have a walk. This is really killing me. Oh, I apologise. Oh,
Draw it towards the fire.
Actually, I have to quit that now. So, now it's cool that we've gone start to finish with perception. Oh, it's interesting as well. I never noticed this. Underneath perception is the word perception in Braille. Even though to see Braille you have to feel it, and you can't feel it on the screen. Another thing I never noticed before. I'm surprised this girl's got all bugs on her and that her eyes are like really bright green. Like one bug's right by her face. Like I hate bugs. I can never deal having one on me. And yeah, this girl, you know, although she's got like a bit of a freaky face, like she seems rather calm considering. Like I'd be way more frightened. So overall this game took me, according to the stream, 3 hours and 50 minutes to complete. Very short, especially considering the price. You should review Soma. I've done Soma. It's one of my very first videos. I've done a full Let's Play of Soma. I've never reviewed Soma, but I have gone through all of it. It was one of my very earlier YouTube videos. I did like it. The next game I do want to stream, in fact, is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I want to go through that again. I've only completed it once, and it was in 2010, and I remember that because it was the year because I started working at a hospital as my very first job 1 week before that game came out, and I have played every single game Frictional Games have ever done, including their tech demo one, and there's a game on their forums as well. It's a top-down game. It's a bit like the normal GTA, like the original Grand Theft Auto games, where it's a top-down view, but it's a horror game where you're going through this village and it's all Cthulhu mythos. It's bad. I don't recommend it though, because it's filled with spelling errors. It's got so many errors in it. It's just something they just threw together. I don't know if it's still available on their forums anymore, but I've played that, so I've gone through their whole library. They've currently got 2 games in development, and I will be playing them both, and I'd like to do Let's Plays of that as well. I'll make sure to see that to get rid of this awful excuse of a game. Yeah, Soma's good. I liked Soma. The ending was pretty cool as well. It's quite dark game overall. I love the imagery with like the AI machines, with all like the aquatic creatures, and like all like the monsters roaming around. Very freaky. But next game I want to stream will probably be Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I didn't like Machine for Pigs, although that was made by another company called The Chinese Room. They made the Eresva, and I didn't like Machine for Pigs. But The Dark Descent was solid though. I do recommend that. What are their 2 games? What frictional? Frictional games made... I can't remember the forum game, but they made Penumbra Overture, Black Plague, and Requiem. I don't recommend Requiem. There are bottles of exploding ketchup in that game. It becomes very silly. At one point you literally become Super Mario and jump over barrels in the Donkey Kong level, but first person. This is a serious horror game until Requiem, where it completely shits itself. The Mario music also plays during that scene as well. It's bizarre. The new games, they haven't announced the names. It's something like Secret Project 1 and Project 2. They haven't given them full titles yet, so we don't know what they're called. But I am looking forward to them, but they said they'll be coming out next year. Oh, you're doing Birth by Sleep tomorrow? Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Someone in the chat earlier mentioned a game called Suicide Guy. I haven't forgotten that, and I will check that out. I'll see if it's any good, and if I can like stream it or something. But yeah, that'll be a good laugh. You know, I say a game called Suicide Guy, although according to the person that told me, it's not meant to be as disturbing as the name implies. But yeah, that'll be nice to check out. I'll look at it immediately, in fact, after I've done this stream. So thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure. I have liked it. You've certainly made this game a lot more bearable, having people to communicate with and for me to give commentary to, even if this stream has literally just been me talking bollocks for the next 4 hours. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again. Do take care.